Hey, boss. Hey, how are you today? It's your girl, Shauna Henry here, aka Sister Sense. And today, what we are going to do is talk about your success plan. I am actually on my way back home to North Carolina from Florida. And I figured that while I have an 11-hour drive and I've got some time to kill, I can do an encore session with you so we can talk about things that you can do to create your 2025 game plan. Okay. So, definitely, whether you're watching me live or on the replay side, let me know who you are and where you are in this beautiful world today. And of course, feel free to share this out with your business besties who also want to take some time to work on their game plan for the new year. So, I have been for the last couple of weeks talking about how to finish the end of year strong and start the next year even stronger. So, I'm excited because I get to share a couple of things that we've been doing inside of the Sister Sense Circle with respect to you building your best business, right? I have been talking about what I call the 5 point plan and essentially taking some time to get better at building better as far as your solutions, your systems, self publishing, subscriptions, and signups. Okay. So if you find yourself in a place where you are looking to get better at building in any or all of those 5 core areas, I got you. Okay. That's what we're going to talk about today. Like I said, I am currently heading back home to North Carolina for the holidays. We went to Florida. Speed check reported ahead on I-95 North. Speed check ahead, but there's traffic, so there's no speeding for me. We went to Florida to hang out with the family in Orlando for Christmas, then went to my mama's house in Fort Lauderdale so that we could go on a cruise to the Bahamas. And that was fun with my mama and my mini me. Now it's me driving the 11 plus hours back today. So inspiration hit, and I said, you know what? Let me go live and hang out with y'all while I'm driving back home. Of course, I can't see y'all, but you can definitely chat with me. And, after the fact, I can come back and check the chat, answer questions, all the things. So, yesterday, as part of the Citizen Circle, I kicked off the new year with an awesome session, and it was called Create Your Game Plan, right? So create your 2025 game plan. And we talked about the 5 point plan. We talked about how you can get your content together. And we also talked about how you can work on the 10K challenge. Hey, I see my girl Monique is in the building. Mwah, welcome, welcome. So, y'all, what we're going to do is I am going to do an encore of sorts for you so we can talk about the 10K challenge, getting your content all the way together this year, and then what you should prepare to, again, build your best business. Okay. Now, let me say this. There is something that I've put together, and it's called the Build Your Best Business 5-day challenge. As part of that challenge, I want you to take about 15 minutes a day over the course of 5 days to intentionally work on the S's, right? Getting better at building your solutions, systems, self publishing, subscriptions, and signups. Now, I said that fast, but don't worry because we got some time to kill. So, I'm going to be breaking those all the way down for you. Okay. But if you could also, if anybody, Monique, if you could do it for me, drop into the chat Sister Sense, well, www.sistersense.com/2025. Okay. Because that's where you can learn more about my Set Yourself Up for Success series and how you can unlock the full 5-day build your best business challenge if that is something that you want to do. Okay. I just want to make sure that outside of what I share with you today, if you did want the extended resources like the challenge, the workbook, and the full success series over on Sister Sense, you knew where to go to get what you need, right? Because it's all about the glow up right now. All right, let's do it. When I hosted yesterday's session, my goal was to provide you with 25 action items, things that you can do to really move the needle for the new year, right? To again set yourself up for success. And those 25 action items were broken into the 5-point plan. Now, before we get to the 5-point plan, what we got to do is actually talk about you. What exactly is it that you want to accomplish in your business? I started the conversation by alluding to one of my favorite activities, and it's called Create Your 100 List. When I say create your 100 list, I mean start the process of identifying 100 things that you know you're going to do to grow, okay? 100 things that you're like, listen, when it comes to building my business, these are activities, big and small, that I'm going to do. Now, I'm going to walk you through a few things that you can do to set up your 100 list. And then from there, we're going to get really crystal clear about your 5-point plan. All right. Now, before I go even further there's actually something that I want to do. Mini-Me, can you pass me that phone real quick and open up Facebook for me? I'm going to share this out to a couple of my Facebook groups before I dig into our training today. And of course, feel free to either tag your business besties, whether you are watching live or on the replay side, and or share this encore training session out, right? Sharing is caring. That is what it's all about. Good morning. Good morning. Happy New Year. Awesome to see you guys here. Okay, we're going to talk about the 100 list, but of course, give me a second. Let me get on Facebook, share this to a couple of groups, and then we'll dig into our session for today. I was grooving, y'all. 4 o'clock, we hit the road, and it was pretty light, but now we're kind of entering a little bit of traffic getting out of Florida into Georgia. So fingers crossed. We'll see. We'll see how this works out for me. All right. I need to go over to my Sister Sense Facebook page and then share this out with y'all in the community. Share it with a group. All right, 1 down, 2 more to go. I really and truly always enjoy being able to hang out with my fam, and I get a little bit teary-eyed when I have to leave the mama. But I'm happy, I'm excited to be heading back home and jump-starting the new year with you guys. So let's see, there is one other spot, actually 2 other spots I want to post this live stream before we go even further today. So let me do that. I'm so glad. It's one of those moments where I'm glad that I'm in traffic because I'm driving relatively slowly where I could do this and be okay. All right. So I think I got all the spaces, all the places. Wait, one more. I'm doing this like a boss. All right, one more. Let's share this on the Black Businesswomen Online page. Post. All right, there you go. I think I'm good to go. All right, y'all. So you can put that back. So let's do it. Like I said, today it's all about, thank you for the likes and the hearts, by the way. Like it up, heart it up if you're excited, because again, today we're going to talk about creating your 2025 game plan. And this is an encore to the training that I did exclusively for my Sister Send Circle yesterday. As I drive back from Florida to North Carolina, I got quite a few hours, and I figure I would spend some of those hours with you. First thing that we're going to talk about is your 100 list. So to start the 100 list conversation, I want you to do this. Can you identify at least one thing that you know you are absolutely going to do to grow your business this year? What's one thing that you're absolutely going to prioritize this year? Because what I want you to be able to do is to create a list of 100 things, big and small activities that you're going to do. You don't necessarily have to create the whole list in one day, okay? You're going to add to it over the course of several weeks and months. But we want to first talk about foundationally those things that you need to prioritize. Because guess what? A lot of people start the new year and they focus on what? Resolutions. I'm going to, but do they really though? Number one. Number two, a lot of people focus on end goals as far as things they want to accomplish. But a lot of times I talk about A&A, okay? It's not just simply about what you want to accomplish, but the action steps you're going to take to actualize that vision, to reach those goals. So when we're building out a 100 list, the goal is to not focus on what you want to accomplish, but the action steps, the things that you're going to do to get you from here to where you want to be, okay? So just to give you a little bit of clarity. Now, one thing that you want to prioritize this year, I would love for you to drop that into the chat so that I can see, okay? One thing that I'm absolutely excited about is prioritizing more book publishing. And so last year I did something called the Write the Book Boss 5-day challenge. Let me know if you had an opportunity to participate in that. But if not, don't worry, because I'm pretty much going to do it once a quarter for the entirety of this year to help you intentionally work on self-publishing content that's going to help you with both profit and promotions. And the next one is coming up, I think, in a week or two. Okay. Now, I mentioned that to you because as part of Write the Book, I'm going to be not only working on my books, but helping those of you in my Insider Circle program go through what I call the 12 Books in 12 Months project and work on publishing mini books month by month. Mini books are, for me, books that you can produce in under a week that are in range of anywhere between 20 to 120 pages, right? So that is something that I am absolutely prioritizing this year, self-publishing, working through the 12 Books in 12 Months project in the Insider Circle. What's one thing that you are going to do, okay? So we start there with your 100 list, and then we go further. The next thing you want to think about is outside of one thing that overarching you definitely want to do this year, then you want to go even further into your 100 list and think about activities, big and small, that you want to do specifically in the next 7 to 30 days, right? So we want to kick off this year being crystal clear and starting off with momentum. What are you actually going to do in the next week, in the next 7 days, in the next 30 days to help you continue the process of moving forward? Those action items are going to help you start to build out this 100 list, okay? So we start off with the first thing you want to prioritize, the top 10 things you want to do in the next week to 30 days. That's number 2. And then number 3 for me is what do you want to do in the next 30 to 90 days? So basically creating a list where you identify your month goals and then your quarter goals. We go further and you think about your annual goals, things that you want to accomplish in the next 365 days. Those are, for me, key. We're just starting the process of building out your 100 list intentionally, right? Now, because I'm doing an encore of the Create Your Game Plan session, I'm going to give you a list of action items, things that I honestly think you should be doing in your business to move forward. And as we go through that list, hopefully you can add to your 100 list, okay? If that makes sense. Now, a couple of things that I want to share with you. This encore is actually inspired by my Setup for Success series. So if you go over to sissysense.com/2025, you'll learn more about the full Setup for Success series, which includes the Build Your Best Business 5-day challenge. You can start any day you want, and on the day that you start, we're going to intentionally talk about how to work on building your best business when it comes to creating better solutions, systems, self-publishing, subscriptions, and signups. Okay. So just in case, outside of what we talk about today, you want to take things a step further, make sure that you write down sissysense.com/2025 so you can learn more about the Set Yourself Up for Success series, the 5-day challenge, and just kind of hanging out with me in the community as part of the Insider Circle 12-month program. Because, of course, 5 days is great, 365 days is better. So being able to work on quite a few of these projects with me strategically, giving yourself the gift of a year, I want to be able to offer you that kind of support so that you're clear and you're accountable week by week, month by month in your business, okay? So stay ready. Drop that into the chat. Whether you are watching me live or on the replay side, drop ready into the chat. Ready. If you are ready for me to dig into the 5-point plan and the 25 action items I want you to integrate into your business as of 2025, okay? Drop that ready into the chat. I can't see it quite at this moment, but energetically I can feel that y'all is ready, okay? So we kicked off this conversation talking about the 100 list that hopefully you're going to be inspired to write or begin writing today, where you identify those things that you absolutely plan to prioritize, activities that you plan to do to reach the goals that are important to you, okay? That's the first thing. I was going to stay behind Mr. Man, but he's going way too slow. And I actually want to get home today, okay? So let me do what I need to do. All right. So 5-point plan, 5 parts that are really important. Number 1, I mentioned your solutions. Whether you're watching live or on the replay side, let me know what you focus on in your business as an entrepreneur, right? Maybe you're a coach, consultant, a service professional. When it comes to your business, what do you do, right? And as you think about what you do, what I want to share with you is the 3 core desires. Most people, when it comes to spending money, they're looking for solutions that are going to help them in one of 3 core areas: with their health, their wealth, and their relationships. So when it comes to you and what you do, you've got to think about the kind of solutions you're going to offer to your audience and how you're going to D&D. For me, that's deciding how you define your solutions, the signature things that you've created to help people, and then also decide how you're going to deliver those solutions to your audience, right? So as part of the challenge, the 5-day Build Your Best Business challenge, the first thing that we talk about is solutions. A lot of entrepreneurs want to be infopreneurs, want to create digital products, courses, programs, but they're not quite clear about the parts they need to fill in to get there, right? And for me, one of the best things that you can do is to get better at building better solutions, okay? Now, as part of the challenge, we talk about how you can intentionally just kind of sit down and identify the solutions you've created versus the ones that you would like to create over the course of the year. I'm going to give you an example. For me, a lot of entrepreneurs come to me, especially at the end of the year and the new year, and they're like, okay, LaShonda, it's time. It's time for me to really be strategic and intentional. I just feel like I'm doing a whole lot, but it's not kind of moving. I need help. I have a problem. I'm stuck, right? And so the reason why I created this 5-day challenge, the Set Yourself Up for Success 5-day challenge, because I want to offer people with that problem the space they give themselves over the course of 5 days to get clear about how to get unstuck, about what to do, right, to move forward. So you want to think about, could be one solution, or in your case, maybe several solutions, where you offer the following. One solution for one problem, and get specific. Because see, the thing about it is, I always say that confused buyers don't buy, okay? And a lot of people try to create these really big, larger than life offers in the hope that the bigger the offer, the more people buy. But if they're confused about what your offering includes, what it does, it's not going to get you any results. So you want to make sure that your offers, your solutions are crystal clear, and they give people a result. They help them with one problem that they're trying to solve, okay? So again, in my case, I wanted to help my clients with the issue of being intentional about how they can map out their year. For a lot of people, that's a big thing, annual planning. So with that being said, can you think about which of the 3 core desires is the one that you focus on in your business? Health, wealth, relationships. Drop into the chat, whether you're watching me live or on the replay side. For the most part, do you help people with their health, their wealth, or their relationships? Obviously, me, Sister Sense, I'm all about helping you make sense of making money online. And so wealth is the core desire that I focus on. Which one do you focus on? Okay, that's number 1. And then number 2, I said to you, can you identify maybe one, or you start working on a list of solutions where you've got one solution, clear solution to solve one specific problem. And then the goal here is that you're working through D&D. Again, deciding how you're going to define each solution, and then deciding how you're going to deliver that solution to your audience, okay? A great example of that is my Fresh Start program. So I create this program where I help clients with digital products. And last year, we worked on mini digital products that are easy for you to create and easy for your audience to consume, right? So I delivered the Fresh Start program that I defined to help my clients with digital products in several ways. Number 1, I did a 7-day set up for sales challenge, okay? So I delivered a lot of the Fresh Start content via a 7-day setup for sales challenge, number 1. And then I also did a Fresh Start 12-week program, number 2. So how are you going to define and deliver your content? These are things that you need to be thinking about, right? Because again, a lot of people are stuck, and they're stuck in some of the, to me, either the conceptual spaces where they don't quite know conceptually wise what they're trying to accomplish, or they're stuck in the techie spaces of, I know I want to do this digital thing, but I don't know what tool to use. You got to focus first on what exactly you're offering, right? And for me, that is key. So I see YHD, I see Monique, event strategizing. I'm just quickly glancing over to see what I can see. But of course, keep checking in with me via the chat, okay? Feel free to tag some business besties and or share this out. If you would like to say, hey, LaShonda's driving for a couple of hours. And so if you want to hang out with her live and work on your annual planning, work on your 2025 game plan, you need to come on this live for real, okay? So just kind of take that an opportunity to check in with them today. But anyway, as I say that, we're going to focus on this. The first of the 5 core concepts that I talk about when it comes to setting yourself up for success, right, is your solutions. Now, you can just simply listen to me, but honestly, if you down for this opportunity to hang out with me right now, I would say the better thing for you to do is actually begin the process of working through this activity. Now, I do have the full 5-day challenge. And if you sign up to the Success Series or my Insider Circle, the 12-month program or just the Success Series, you can access the 5-day challenge, right? That is at, again, sistasense.com/2025. When you go to the sistasense.com 2025 webpage, one of the first things you'll see is the prep section. And there you can download a Google document that will help you prep your 5-point plan, and that will help you begin the process of working through this 5-day challenge I've created for you. Okay, so make sure you write down, and if somebody could put that into the chat for me, whether you're live or on the replay side, the link, HTTP, well, you know that whole HTTP thing, right? Put that in there. But www.sistasense.com/2025 to learn more about your 2025 success plan, the 5-day challenge, and the resources that I've created to help you with all of the above. Okay. Just want to make sure that I am doing good on my speed. I am. All right. I would love to see, out of curiosity, with what's one solution either that you have defined and you're currently delivering, or that you would love to work on sharing with your audience on some capacity, right? I'd love to see at least one solution. Okay. Now, again, like I mentioned before, you could just hang out with me and listen to what I'm saying, but even better, go to sistasense.com/2025, go to the prep section, get your prep Google document, use that Google document to start outlining what we're talking about. I love to say a notebook is great, a Google Doc, chef's kiss, even better. So you can go grab that Google Doc and just say, got it, when you get it, right? So as I'm giving you these ideas and these recommendations, you can write in your Google Doc and start to brainstorm the things that you want to do. Okay. This is my purpose. This is my goal. I am committed to not only working on setting myself up for success, but doing the same thing for you as well. Okay. So again, let me know when you grab that doc. You're going to go over to www.sistasense.com/2025 to learn more about the 2025 success plan. Number one, you're going to click that button that says prep, so you can download your prep Google Doc and start brainstorming based on the recommendations I am sharing with you. Number two, that's a great place to start thinking about brainstorming your 100 lists of tasks that you want to accomplish this year. And then, of course, also working towards preparing the 5-point plan in a way that makes sense to you, right? Now, when you're there, let me say this. I also want to invite you to the opportunity to not just work with me for 5 days inside the 5-day Build Your Best Business Challenge, but for 365 days, right? If you're really intentional or really invested, I should say, in working on creating better solutions, self-publishing, creating better systems, getting into subscriptions and signups, if these are things that you want to do, I highly recommend the SistaSense Insider Circle for you, okay? It's going to give you an opportunity to work with me over the course of 12 months. And of course, if you want to, I'm actually doing one-on-one 10-minute calls for people who are curious about the program and they want to ask me a couple of questions. So if you wanted to talk to me, right, either about the success plan for 2025 or the Insider Circle 12-month program, like talk to me directly, I am offering complimentary 10 to 15-minute calls between this week and next week. And you can check in with me via voice message or email, LaShonda@sistasense.com, if you wanted to schedule a quick 10 to 15 minutes call about any of those resources, okay? I'm pretty sure by the time I actually sit down, I'm going to check my email and I'm going to see, so I want to call. But 10 to 15 minutes. You can put call request as the subject header, just so I know what the email is about, okay? And that's you and me directly talking about the 2025 Success Plan, the 12-month Insider Circle program, what you need right now, and which of my solutions can be helpful to you, all right? Now, let's get back into this conversation around solutions. I wanted you to think about what that concept is and making a list of either the solutions you have defined and currently delivered to your audience or the ones that you would like to prepare this year, okay? Solutions is number one. Now, I'm actually going to give you action items, things that you can do for each of the core concepts in the 5-point plan. But before I go into the 25 action items, because I got time, I'm literally going to be driving for 6 more hours. I'm not going to spend 6 hours doing this, by the way. Probably like an hour or two. But before I get into the 25 action items, let's just go through the 5-point plan. First thing we talked about was solutions, okay? And by the way, I see some of y'all just coming on in here. Let me know who you are and where you are in this beautiful world today. Number one, let me know one thing that you absolutely plan on prioritizing in your business this year. Number two, make sure whether you are live or on the replay side, you check in with me so I know who's invested in working on building their best business this year, all right? So solutions was number one. Systems, number two. A lot of entrepreneurs struggle because they have no systems. And systems, essentially, as the acronym suggests, save yourself time, energy, money. Systems are so important to make sure you're not tearing your hair out or just doing random things, but you're doing the right things to make sure that your business is moving forward and you're not doing things repetitively. You're making the most of your time, right? Making the most of your time, your energy, and your money. So with that being said, what I wanted to do when I created my 5-day challenge was actually, I'm slowing down, and we don't want to do that. What I wanted to do in the Build Your Best Business 5-day challenge was actually, number one, explain what systems are for entrepreneurs who are not quite clear on that. They know they need and they want systems, but they just don't know what they are. I have a list of 21 systems. And that list is not to paralyze you, right? Because sometimes people get paralyzed by the possibilities. It's not to paralyze you, but for you to be able to identify a short list of setup versus step up. So when I say that, I mean a short list of 3 systems either you know you want to set up in your business in the next 30 to 90 days, and or you working on identifying 3 systems you want to step up. And when I say that, I mean you have them already. You just want to improve and optimize the ones that you currently have, okay? So what I'm going to do when we talk about action items is give you about 5 or so of the 21 systems that are really essential for you to be thinking about, but we'll get there in a second, okay? For now, I want you to just kind of check in with self. Do you feel like getting better at creating systems that can help you streamline your business is something that you need? If so, drop systems into the chat for me so that I can see who is really wanting to get better at systems this year, okay? Number one. And then number two, when it comes to systems, I do have a full list of 21 for you to consider inside of the Setup for Success 5-day challenge. And I'm going to share a couple of them with you, all right? I'll give y'all some action items, but I want you to think about the following 5 systems. Are you in a place where you need to work on maybe having a content creation system? Number one. Number two, do you need a lead acquisition system? So when I say that, a system to help you get better creating content, whether it's content that you give away for free or content that you actually sell, do you need systems for that? Like literally, for this 5-day challenge, there's a 100-page workbook, right? And I wrote the content for that workbook in 3 days. I create mini books that are anywhere between 20 to 120 pages. And I have a whole system that helps me with my templates, my design, my structure to quickly create mini books in less than a week. Now, I should say this, if you did not participate in my Write the Book Challenge, two things. One is coming up in a week, but the other thing is you get access to the Write the Book Challenge inside of my 2025 Success Plan series, which is really helpful as far as giving you a lot more detail and walkthrough, in addition to what I'm sharing with y'all today. Okay, so let's talk about, again, a couple of systems. One being content creation. Do you need to get better at that? Yes, no, maybe so. Another one is lead acquisition, right? Are you in a place where you need to get better at getting leads, getting people who go, this person got something good for me, right? People who could potentially go from a browser to an actual buyer. Do you need a traffic system, driving traffic to your website, your sales pages, your landing pages, all the things? Yes, a lead acquisition system, right? When I did my training yesterday, by the way, really great. This is an encore to that. One of the things I talked about was when it came to lead generation. Last year, I started to do this really cool thing, partnering with very specific people, and through free organic marketing, I was driving hundreds of new subscribers within a couple of hours or days to my business. So either you've got lead acquisition strategies that work, or you learn about and integrate lead acquisition systems into your business that can work. I get deeper into what I did as part of that on actual 2025 game plan training that I did yesterday. But just for today, I want to be able to say, either you've got ways to drive traffic and build your list, or you need to learn how to do that. Lead acquisition number 2, there are 21 systems that I want to share with you. We're just going to talk about 5 of them. The next one being, no, forgive me, I kept saying lead acquisition. I was combining 2 of them. Lead generation system, customer acquisition system. The 2 different ones, but they're similar in that when you're thinking about lead generation, how are you going to generate leads? That's one thing, versus customer acquisition. When you have leads, that's great, but how do you turn those leads into buyers, actual customers, right? That's something that you need to work on, right? And those are different types of systems that are worth considering, right? So I've got several e-commerce platforms that I use. One of my absolute diehard favorites is Samcart, because one of the things that they are amazing at is creating sales pages that are identified as the one-page sales funnel. So using Samcart sales pages, I've been able to successfully get people into my universe, purchasing things for as little as $7, and then going from like a $7 offer to a $1,000 offer because of the one-page sales funnel and how well that works for me. And so you've got to either have or know that you need to find, get better at creating a customer acquisition system so that you know what to do to convert people from browsers and leads to buyers, customers, clients, those things, okay? Now, 21 systems, because I'm hanging out with y'all. I'm actually, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm currently driving safely because I ain't even looking at y'all. I'm looking at the looking at the road. Hopefully y'all are chatting with me, by the way. I'll check the chat after the fact. Feel free to share this out. Number 1, is this helpful to you? Can you just let me know? You can say this is helpful, whether you're watching live or on the replay side so far. Is this helpful to you? Number 1. And number 2, I would love for you to take a look at the 5-day success plan. So if you want to intentionally work on these 5 parts over time, that challenge to set you up for success is something that I created, right? Because we want to carve out time within the last month of the year and the first month of the year to really get clear about where you are versus where you want to be, right? That's really, really important to me. So when we talk about systems, content creation, do you need that? Or and I always say set up versus step up, okay? Do you need to set up a content creation system on some capacity, or do you need to step up your content creation system so you can optimize it and make it work better for you? Lead generation system, that was number 2. Customer acquisition system, number 3. Okay, there are 21. I'm just going to go through 5 of them with you today, if that's okay. The next one that I want to share with you, when it comes to creating better systems, is an email marketing system, right? Email marketing. Your list is your biggest asset. And most people either they're not doing enough with their list or they don't have an email list at all. My heart, right? My heart. Your list is your biggest asset. Do you need to work on an email marketing system? So of the many things that you can do, you're making the time to really engage, communicate, grow, and convert the people who are on your email list. Email marketing system, okay? That's another one that I want you to really think about, all right? Now, I'm going to share one more with you, just one, okay? Because like I said, there are 21, but I wanted to share a few just to get you started thinking about what kind of systems you have versus the kind of systems that you need to create, okay? Now, I love acronyms, right? Number 1, systems, save yourself time, energy, money. Love that acronym, number 1. Number 2, as I'm driving from Florida back to North Carolina, I've got my mini-me hanging out with me. And one year, in his many years, one of his teachers, Miss Mila, she would have on the board one of her acronyms, AIMS, AIMS, am I missing something? So if you aim to work on creating a game plan that's going to set you up for success this year, I need you to think about, write down, and really get clear about AIMS. Am I missing something right now? You're blocking your business, you're blocking your blessings, you're feeling stuck, you don't know what to do. Hopefully this 5-point plan can offer you some clarity, support, and direction. Okay, that's my goal for today. So last system that I will share here, and I don't think I shared this one yesterday, okay, but we can talk about it today. It's the recurring revenue system. Do you have a system that helps you bring in recurring revenue? Okay. A lot of folks are like, girl, I'm trying to be a 6-figure sister. Girl, I'm trying to create a sustainable business. You know, I can't leave my 9 to 5 because, you know, sometimes I make money, but honey, that money be funny. It don't come in as consistently as I would like it to be. One not so secret for me is that I'm always working on an MRR. Somebody got that. MRR. Do you know what that stands for? If you do, drop that into the chat for me, because you have to work on your monthly revenue, specifically MRR, monthly recurring revenue, right? Now, I'm jumping ahead because one of the S's in this 5-point plan is subscriptions, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But when it comes to systems, one system is having a recurring revenue system that works for you and works for your customers too. So foundationally, you are making a certain amount of money on a month-by-month basis, okay? So when it comes to this 5-part or 5-point plan, my objective is twofold. One side, I kind of just want to break it down for you, but I also want you to be able to identify action items, things that you are going to do with respect to each of these 5 parts. Okay. And by the way, I'm curious to know who is here. So whether you are watching me live or on the replay side, definitely let me know who you are and where you are in this beautiful world today. I am currently en route back home to North Carolina from my holiday vacation with my family in Florida. Let me know who you are and where you are in this beautiful world today. Number 1. Number 2, I want to work with you for 5 days. So when you go over to sistasense.com/2025, I highly recommend you sign up for the success plan so that you can do many things. One thing is to join me inside the 5-day Build Your Best Business Challenge, okay? So we can work on these 5 points together over a 5-day period. And you can learn more about that at sistasense.com/2025. If somebody could actually put that into the chat, that link for me, that would be great. http://www.sistasense.com/2025. I wish I could, but I can't do that while I drive. So, right? No typing and texting. So anybody who can drop that in there for me, whether you're watching live or on the replay side, I love you for free. Y'all remember when Monique used to say that on her talk show? I love you for free. Mwah! All right, y'all. So let's make it do what it do. Let's continue this conversation. So far, I've shared 2 of the 5 points with you, okay? First one being working on your solutions, number 1. Second one being working on getting better at systems. And I have 20 of them that I'd love for you to learn about inside of the 5-day challenge. Set yourself up for success, build your best business 5-day challenge. We focused on 5 of them today, okay? I'm going to backtrack for a second because I did say I wanted to give you the full breakdown of each of these 5 and then the action items. But I already started giving you action items, so I'm going to backtrack. With respect to systems, working on creating a content creation system, a lead generation system, customer acquisition system, email marketing system, and what was that last one? Recurring revenue system. Those were the 5 that we talked about, right? With respect to garbage. Systems. Let me go back to solutions because there are 5 things that you can do when it comes to creating your solutions, and I want to share that with you. As I do that, just the worst bug has been going around. And so this is some Vita C. And I forgot to take my Vita C. So give me a second to do just that. I'm not a medicine girly. So, some folk could just take this to the head and just devour it in like 2 seconds. I need to sip my way. sip my way through this thing, okay? I'll come back to it. So let's go back to solutions. You being able to get better as an information entrepreneur, coach, consultant, and share your best solutions with your ideal customers and clients. There are 5 action items that I want to share with you under that category, okay? Now, first 3 for me, make a mini. When I say that, I mean this. This year, or no, excuse me, last year, as part of my Fresh Start program, I talked about how to create monthly minis, and I define those as bite-sized digital products that are easy for you to create and for your customers to consume. I gave out in that program a list of different types of minis, And if I'm not mistaken, we went through 17 of them, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think we went through 7 of my 17, if I'm not mistaken. But anywho, of that list, I want to share 3 minis with you, okay? Number 1, action item, create a mini challenge. Number 2, create a mini course. Number 3, create a mini book, okay? When it comes to action items, things you can do with respect to getting better at sharing your best solutions, can you create a mini challenge? Now, this is a great example of that. Me doing the 5-day Build Your Best Business challenge is an opportunity for me to create a quick win experience for my audience, okay? A lot of people, and let me make sure that I am not doing crazy speeds because speed check ahead, okay? Number 1 and 2, the popo is out, and I don't need the popo catching me. I love cruise control. I just try to stay on my cruise control. All right. So I have templates, tools, strategies to help you guys create minis. So if you were to sign up to my Insider Circle 12-month program, we would work on several things. Number 1, the 12 books in 12 months project, so I can help you self-publish a book a month. And number 2, creating other types of digital products, but bite-size, easy for you. Because raise your hand, if you are, like many entrepreneurs, great at starting, but you suck at finishing. Like you have quite a few open-ended projects and you don't know what to do, right? One of my solutions to helping entrepreneurs start to finish more is to not just do those big projects, but small, micro, mini projects that you can complete again from start to finish. And if you want to actually effectively solutions to people, you can start with small, mini challenges that give people results, a quick win, mini courses that give people an understanding of a particular concept that you teach, and many books that they can read your systems, your methodologies, learn more about your processes. These 3 types of minis are great because number 1, because they're smaller than traditional course or a traditional book, they take less time and less money to produce, number 1. And then number 2, not only can they help you generate profit, but they're great for promotion, right? So that you can proactively promote your bigger products, your bigger services, your bigger courses and programs to people when they purchase your mini products, right? So they're great for tripwires. And if you're not familiar with the term, a tripwire is basically you creating a low price point digital product that will then lead people into learning more about and or purchasing your higher ticket offers. So when it comes to being proactive and doing something with respect to your systems, those minis 1, 2, and 3, there's a big list I got, right? So if you were to join me in my Insider Circle 12-month program, there are quite a few resources in there for you. In case you missed it, the Make Monthly Minis Fresh Start program, that's in there, okay? Because again, I'm about helping y'all get really clear about what you can do to intentionally move forward, okay? Now, with that being said, hey, I see my YouTubers, my Facebookers crushing through that, dropping gems. Okay. Millennial Miracle, I think I'm trying to read real fast without glancing too hard at the comments. Millennial Miracle, I think, crushing through and dropping gems, fire. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad this is helpful to you. Hopefully, it's helpful to others too, who again really want to work on intentionally creating your game plan for this year. Okay. I figured I had 11 hours drive, and staying up on a drive is tricky. So I figured I would spend some time with you guys as I get to the 6 hour mark. I'm like 11 minutes away from 6 hours away from home. All right. So once you've defined several solutions that you proactively want to promote in your business, as far as your new year game plan is concerned, there are two other action items that I can share. Okay. Value ladders being number 4. A value ladder basically is, think about a ladder, step by step, you go up, right? When you create a value ladder and people start working with you at the bottom of the ladder, they may pay a small investment. And as they work more with you over time, the value you give increases, the value they pay increases, and you go up. They go up through the value experience. A lot of entrepreneurs struggle because they aren't strategically and intentionally putting out offers that create experiences where newbies turn into old G's. And when I say that, I mean new clients turn into old clients because they've been with you for an extended period of time. Some people, and you can let me know if this is you, you struggle because you make no money, little money, or it's not consistent money. And for me, when it comes to consistency, me creating a value ladder where I know if somebody comes to me, I want them to do this first. I want them to buy this next. Then I want them to buy this next. And they're going through the value ladder with me. I want you to create that same kind of experience for your customers too. Drop value ladder into the chat box for me if that's something you need to work on. So remember, I said there are 20 systems. Well, forgive me, I've been saying 20. There are 21 systems that I believe entrepreneurs, especially online entrepreneurs, should be aware of to make their businesses better. I've outlined those 21 systems inside the 5-day Build Your Best Business Challenge. The challenge is self-paced, so you haven't missed anything. When you decide you want to start it, it starts. You get instant access to all the content, and you go through the information day by day. So for 5 days, you say, listen, I want to work on figuring out what I'm going to do with respect to the 5-point plan, which again is you working on your solutions, systems, self-publishing, 1, 2, 3, subscriptions, number 4, signups, number 5. Okay. So with that being said, if you did want to do the full challenge, great. 5 days is great. 365 days is even better. I'm about to close my 12-month program. But if you did want to work on those 5 core areas with me, I highly recommend joining the Insider Circle program. Okay. 12 months for us to work on creating your amazing with accountability and support from yours truly. Okay. So with that being said, we are talking about your solutions. And I said, do you need a value ladder? Drop value ladder into the chat. Now, let me give you a value ladder example, okay? And literally, I'm using this example because it is a reflection of what I'm doing in my business right now. I have several value ladders, but here's one: challenge, accelerator, program. Okay. So what does that mean? Someone signs up for a specific challenge that leads into a 12-month accelerator. I'm sorry, that leads into a 12-week accelerator that leads into a 12-month program. Great example of that. I did a 1-day challenge last year. It was called the 1K Offer 1-Day Challenge, right? This year, I'm doing a 12-week accelerator so that I can help you create 1K offers. And that accelerator is connected to my 12-month Insider Circle program. So if someone is new to me, I don't necessarily jump them right into a high ticket offer at $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. I start with a low ticket introductory offer. Starting with a 5-day challenge is something that I've done, that I'm currently doing, and that would be the starter level of the value ladder. And then if somebody likes the 5-day and they want to work with me even further, they can, from the 5-day, invest in either off the bat. Some people will invest in everything, but again, if not, you want to give them budget-friendly solutions to work with you, right? So going from the 5-day challenge number 1 to the 12-week accelerator number 2, and then ultimately the 12-month program number 3. That is how I organically create experiences where, independent of paid ads, I'm organically marketing my business to new customers, potential customers, referred customers. Okay. There are different types of customers that should be coming to you, right? Being able to introduce them to different levels of the things that you produce. To me, that's a great way to strategically work on your sales. So do you want to work on your sales? Drop some dollar signs. Money, 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 money. If you want to work on increasing your sales, your revenue, your profit, however you want to phrase it, drop some dollar signs if that's something that you are seriously going to prioritize this year. Okay. Now, I'm dropping some things that you can do. How you do it is what we go through inside the Insider Circle program over the course of the 12 months that you hang out with me. Okay. Because, of course, you can work on these things on your own, but I really have taken the time to break these things down into steps and processes. And so creating a 12-month experience so that you can work with me in the community and also work with me privately, one-on-one, working through these things, to me, gets you from A to B to Z, right? That end result that you're looking for. Working on your systems, we're going to do that every single month. Working on your minis, working on your marketing, working on your publishing. These are things that we do in the Insider Circle program. Now, if you're curious, write this down. Feel free to drop it into the chat. You can go over to www.sistasense.com/ICP to learn more about the Insider Circle program. It's currently 20% off for the entirety of the year, and there are different levels. If you want to check it out, but you got questions, of course, you can email me, send me a voice message, or this week and next week, I'm doing 10 to 15 minute complimentary calls. If you want to hang out with me for 10 to 15 minutes, talk to me directly, ask me questions about the programs to see what is the best fit, what's the best solution for you, let's jump on a call, okay? Email LaShonda@sistasense.com so that you and I can schedule a 10 to 15 minute call to talk about the program. But of course, right now you do get 20% off. And opportunities expire. I do want to give you a reduced rate opportunity if working with me and the Assistant Circle community over the course of 1 year is something that you want to do. Okay. So let's get back to 5 action items for your solutions. So far, I said you can focus on minis being the first thing, offering people your solutions in the form of mini challenges, mini courses, and mini books. We're going to be working on mini books during the 12 months as part of the 12 books a month project. And the first mini book we're going to work on this month is you creating a 5-day challenge mini book. So look, the things that I do that work for me, I want to teach you how to do the same things too, right? So you'll get my template. We'll walk through the process. If you want to create your own mini challenge and offer it to your audience in a mini book that you can sell digital and or print, I got you. I got you. Okay. I'm going to show you and help you do exactly what I do to create these offers for your audience. Okay. Hey, Shonda is in the building. Hey, Shonda. Dollar, dollar, dollar. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So we're talking about the last of the 5 action items underneath you working on your solutions. So far, I said you could do mini courses, mini books, mini challenges, number 1, 2, and 3. Number 4, I said you may want to consider creating some sort of a value ladder. I have different ones. I just gave you one example of having a challenge, accelerator, and program, 3 different types of offers, 3 different levels, 3 different price points, and being able to work on your customer acquisition through the process of developing a value ladder and integrating that into your customer acquisition system. Okay. Last one here is the 1K offer. The 1K offer. Put 1KO if you want to know how to work on creating a 1K offer. We're going to do that. I literally am starting next week the 12-week 1K offer inside of the Insider Circle program, but I'm going to get you started today. Okay. 1KO. Drop that into the chat so I can see. Number 1. Number 2, inflation, recession, hard times. We are not a stranger to the struggle. Okay. We ain't a stranger to the struggle. But I believe that in any economy, there are always opportunities for you to make money. Folks go, oh, nobody buying right now. I'm struggling. There's always opportunities for you to make money. A lot of people believe that in order to make more money, they need what? More customers. Most people believe in order to make more money, they need more customers. I did 2 trainings last year, which if you missed them, you get access to them in the Insider Circle. One, we talked about the 1K challenge, creating a 1K offer. Number 2, we talked about the cash flow cure. Some people, their business is sick, y'all, and you need a cure. So I did a cash flow cure training to share the things that I do to generate consistent revenue in my business. Okay. So if you want the cash flow cure, if you want the 1K offer accelerator, and we're going to do a 10K challenge today. It's coming up, y'all. So hang out with me while I drive from Florida back to North Carolina, and I'll get into the 10K challenge in just a bit. But more than more customers, there's one thing that you need, and I talked about it as part of the 1K challenge. You need more balance. Somebody say balance for me. Say balance for me. And as you drop the word balance into the chat, number 1, the next thing that I want you to do, number 2, is tell me the price point of an offer that you are offering right now. Tell me the price point of something you're selling right now. I would love to see that into the chat. I am nursing this by the sea, y'all. I am almost at the bottom. Almost at the bottom. So I want to see the word balance in the chat, number one. Whether you are watching live or on the replay side, the one thing you need more than more customers is you need more balance. I'm going to tell you what that means in a second. But first, I need to know. Ooh, nope. Traffic. I need to know, as far as what you're focused on selling right now, give me a price point of something that you're offering right now. And you can even tell me what it is. You could even, if you feel so bold, put the link to it so I can go to it and see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Feel free. Take this opportunity to do all of the above. 70, but the traffic, all this FedEx truck is going to come in front of me. Move out of the way. When I say that the one thing you need more than more customers is more balance, I say that because a lot of entrepreneurs, especially us sister girls, women of color, don't know our value, entrepreneurs. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about me and those who can relate to me. We find ourselves in spaces where we are more often resistant to selling anything that is not a low ticket because we scared to sell high tickets. And so a lot of folks are desperately trying to hit their 4, 5, and 6-figure goals, selling things that are 7, 27, 47, 97, which is not to say that you can't make money that way. But if you don't have the budget for ads and you don't have a large influencer circle, honey, it takes a lot of 7s and 47s to make the money you're trying to get to. And so for a lot of folks, the missing piece, I keep looking at the wrong cell phone. For a lot of folks, the missing piece is creating a balance where you're not just fixated and focused on selling low ticket, but you're selling other types of things. Let me explain. I have something called my method to making money, and I shared this method well over a decade ago, okay? So it's been a long time since I've been teaching this. Write it down. Somebody write the equation, and then feel free to drop it into the comment box for me. LPP plus HPP plus PIP plus OPP. Now, there's a lot of PPs going on. You down with OPP? I'm going to tell you all the parts. LPP is low price point. I get it. 7, 27. I'm the LPP queen. I've been teaching folks how to create low ticket offers for years. LPP number 1 plus HPP. You need more high price point offers. I'm going to tell y'all the 10K challenge. I'm going to break that down for you today. But let me ask you a question. If you could make 10K in the next 30 days, would you want that? I want to see 10K, yes, with extra S's. If you already doing that, great. But if you could make 10K in the next 30 days, yes, extra S's. You can make 10K if you sold one person a 10K offer. But you're trying to sell people $7 offers, hoping that eventually you will see that 10K in your bank account. That ain't balance. Now, some of us, and I'm telling you this because I know where I started, scared. We don't want to sell a $1,000 offer, a $5,000 offer, a $10,000 offer. We will think we do, but don't because we're scared. A lot of people go, yeah, girl, I got it's 2,500, it's 5,000, and they ain't selling it because they scared to sell it. You don't believe somebody would buy it from you. But if you had a 10K offer and one person bought that in the next 30 days, wouldn't that be the 10K that you've been trying to get to for forever? Not enough balance. People will backflip their way 365 plus days, 2, 3, 5 years trying to figure out how to sell $4 digital products to the masses, and don't spend half of that time trying to figure out how to get 2 or 3 people to pay you 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 to hit your 4 and 5 and or 6, maybe 7 figure goals. In my business on Sister Sense, I focus on helping my clients reach 4, 5, and 6 figures. When it comes to your business, I'm gonna ask you a question. I ask clients this all the time. Are you trying to get to the following? And feel free, if you want to, drop this into the chat for me. Are you trying to get to a 4-figure foundation where you are making consistently 4 figures in your business? Are you ready for 5-figure focus where you can focus on making 5 figures? Or you know how to make 4, you know how to make 5, and you're ready to get to that 6-figure sales level. 4-figure foundation, 5-figure focus, 6-figure sales. Those are the 3 categories that I focus on when it comes to the client base that I work with. Which of those 3 resonates with you? Feel free to drop one of those 3 into the chat for me, because everybody's trying to get to some level. We ain't all at the same level, right? I was talking to my business coach. I invested in business coaching last year for the first time in 25 years, right? And I said, Paul, listen, Paul, I'm 44. I need to retire with $1 million in the bank at 50. Okay, I need $1 million in the bank at 50. He said, that's too long. That's 6 years from now. No, we need to do that next year. So I laughed at him and I said, all right, from your mouth to God's ears, let's make it happen, right? I'm working on, and trust me, once I hit that 7, I got you. I'll teach you that too. For now, I'm focused on teaching you things you can strategically do around 4-figure foundation, 5-figure sales. 5-figure focus and 6-figure sales. Okay, those are the 3 buckets that I teach. You let me know where you're trying to go, right? Feel free to drop one of those into the chat for me, number 1. Number 2, if you would like to get a 10 to 15 minute complimentary call either this week or next week with yours truly, so we can talk about the opportunity of you hanging out with me in the Insider Circle 12-month program and or the success plan, because I do have a 2025 success plan for you, both of which you got access to right now. If you just go over to sistersense.com/2025, you can learn more about both of those things. The 2025 Success Plan Series, number 1, and the 12-month Insider Circle program, number 2. Feel free to email me, LaShonda@sistersense.com, if you'd like to schedule a complimentary 10 to 15 minute call with yours truly, either this week or next week, so we can talk about these opportunities and or what kind of Sister Sense solutions could support you right now based on what you need right now. Okay. So just to kind of reset the room, I see y'all coming on in. I love it. Introduce yourself. Let me know who you are and where you are in this beautiful world today. Number 1. Number 2, we're talking about some things that you can do to work on your 2025 game plan. First thing being the 5-point plan, broken up into 5 points. First point being creating better solutions that you offer to your audience. I said I'm giving you 5 action items around creating better solutions, starting with mini digital products, focusing on creating low-ticket digital products like mini courses, mini books, mini challenges that you can use to introduce people to your offers, to your content, number 1. I then said, as far as action, proactively working on delivering your solutions to people online, work on building a value ladder. A value ladder where you know before they know what to do, you know what they need to do working with you. At least a 3-prong, 3-point value ladder. We talked about that, number 2. I gave you one of mine. I said, listen, one of my favorite value ladders is to start off with a 5-day challenge as the first offer, a 12-week accelerator as the second offer, and then a 12-month program as the third offer. Some people jump all the way to the top, but then other people work with me, grow with me over time. That's the GBB. Giving people a good, check reported ahead on I-95 North, a better and a best option. Good, better, best, and they can decide the rest, right? Where they want to start with you, how much they want to invest with you based on your value ladder. We're talking about how you define and deliver your best solutions with your audience. Action item number 5, we've been talking about for the last couple of minutes, is not just focused on the mini low ticket, but having at least one high ticket. Honey, you ain't going to get to that 4, 5, 6-figure money consistently if you're just focused on the LPP, low price point. You got to have some high price point too. Then OPP, other people's products through affiliate marketing, PIP, passive income products, subscriptions. You need passive income, high price point, low price point, affiliate offers. That's been the key when it comes to consistent revenue for me. My equation, and again, feel free to drop that equation into the chat, LPP plus HPP plus PIP plus OPP equals money. Money equals balance. So I consistently have people paying a couple of dollars, 1, 7, 10, 27, 47. People paying 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. People saying, hey, LaShonda, thanks so much for recommending our offer. Here's your affiliate commission for this month. People going, oh, okay, I'm working with LaShonda. She's giving me ... They're paying me $100 a month, $500 a month, $200 a month. And I have people on subscription. That's how organically, independent of ads, I'm consistently generating revenue. What are you going to do to generate revenue too? I'm breaking this plan down for you. I'm telling you what to do. Now, there is a difference, let me say this, between what to do and how to do it. Because if you need help with the how, that's why I've created the Insider Circle 12-month program. So we got 12 months to work on the how. Whether you're working with me within the community in the Insider Circle program or independently, where I'm doing things with you and or for you to support your business growth. Can somebody say GG for me? If you want to work on your GG growth goals this year. A lot of times people be like, oh, LaShonda, I need you to help me. What can I do on social media? Do you have products to sell? No. Okay, so why the hell are you on social media? I do not jump on the social media scene to be seen. Stop asking me for a social media content creation plan if you don't have a money plan yet. You do not need to jump on the social media scene to be seen, because before social media and after, folks know how to make money without TikTok, without Reels. Folks is making money without them things, and you can too. One thing, do you have a 1K offer so that you're not just selling low ticket, you also got high ticket working for you? Right now, of my many programs, one of my programs is called the Fresh Start Accelerator. In the Fresh Start program, period, I'm teaching clients how to create mini digital products. If you are not in the program, Fresh Start is a part of my Insider Circle. You get it in there, okay? I'm also helping my clients in the accelerator create megas. Mini digital, low price point. Megas, high price point. And I see my girl on YouTube watching me right now, Shonda. She is one of the amazing women in my accelerator program, number 1, as well as the Insider Circle program, number 2. Accelerator is closed, by the way. The accelerator, we're creating 1K digital products, and the accelerator is $4,000 for a product plus 4 months support, $10,000 for a product plus 12 months support. Okay. My Insider Circle program ranges from anywhere between $500 to $10,000, depending upon what level of the program you want to work with me. Whether you want to DIY your way through the community and the activities we do each month, or you want to be VIP and work with me privately. Okay, there's a range of opportunities inside my Insider Circle because, again, I wanted it to be a budget-friendly resource for you. Now, for those of you who missed the opportunity to hang out with me in the accelerator, whether that be for 4 months to the entirety of the year, I'm still going to help you get clear about your 1K offer because inside the circle, we're doing a 12-week accelerator on 1K offers. Okay? So a couple of things that I want you to think about is, what is your highest ticket offer? If you haven't hit that 1K level yet, what do you have that you can pull together to create a holistic experience that will help you develop something at a higher price point for your audience? So let me say that again. My Insider Circle program, baby, I put everything in there but the kitchen sink. Now, I say to you, always think about what your highest ticket offer is. And I asked you guys that a couple of minutes ago. What's something you're offering to your audience and how much is it, right? What's your highest ticket offer? Right now, my highest price point is $10,000. At the start of the year, I always tell my clients, triple it. What is your highest price point? It's time to triple it. And let's figure out what's going to be at that price point. So this year, I'm going from $10,000 to $30,000. Take advantage of what you can get from me at 10K, okay? Because once I get to that 30K, that's it. The opportunities expire. A new price point. Yesterday's price was yesterday's price, right? Now, going from triple it, 10K to 30K, that's my game plan. What's your game plan? What's your highest price point offer? Triple it. What can you offer at that price point? I'm giving you a little bit with respect to the 10K challenge, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. We ain't get there yet, but I do have a 10K challenge and I'm going to break that down for you in a little bit. But we're starting right now just with solutions. And when you think about the different types of solutions you want to create in your business, can you consider creating a 1K offer? If you haven't quite gotten there yet, can you pull together the different things that you have to create a holistic experience at a higher price point? That's one thing that you can do when it comes to developing a 1K offer that can work for you and your customers, right? But again, telling you what to do and actually showing you how to do it, two different things. We will go through how to do the process of building out 1K offers. I'm going to teach you that inside of the 1K 12-week accelerator. It starts next week. But to be in the accelerator, you have to be in the Insider Circle program, okay? And that Insider Circle program currently is 20% off, so you can get a reduced rate on registration. All the details are at sistasense.com/ICP. And of course, if somebody can put that URL into the chat, I will love you for free because I can't do it. I can't drive and text. I'm almost at the bottom of this Vitamin C, baby. Can I get from behind this Walmart truck? All right. Anything else I want to say to you about 1K offers? Not yet. We'll talk a little bit more about 1K offers when I get to the 10K challenge. But right now, just thinking about if you do have them, if not, what you can potentially put together as a holistic offer at a higher price point. And would you like to learn more about creating 1K offers? Would not just learn it, but do it. Take the next 12 months to build, not 12 months, take the next 12 weeks to build out a solid 1K offer with me and the community as part of the Sister Sense Circle, right? Is that something that you would like to do? Alrighty. Next thing that I want to share with you. So far, we've been talking about the 5-point plan. Set yourself up for success this year, right? getting clear about your solutions and your systems. That's pretty much the bulk of what I've been talking to you guys about so far for like the last hour and a half, your solutions and your systems, right? The next part is self-publishing. Books build businesses. And I love to create books. I also love to help my clients self-publish books. They build businesses. One of my clients, Lucina, she is amazing. She was introduced to the Assistant Circle through another client, Levon. And Levon said, Lucina, I'm going to gift you access to LaShonda's Fresh Start program. She gifted her access. Lucina said, oh, I got to be here. So Lucina came out to my January workshop. Every January, I have a workshop. And as part of that workshop, I do the Fire Start Your Year experience so that we can work on setting yourself up for success, right? So my next workshop in January, MLK weekend, check in with me if you want to come out and hang out with us for 3 days. Lucina came out. She said, LaShonda, this 3 days is great. I need 365 days. Let's do it. She signed up to my Insider Circle program. This year, she said, LaShonda, wherever you are, I am going to be, baby. And so she signed up again to the Insider Circle program at the momentum level. So number one, Lucina was introduced to me through Levon. And as part of that process, this year we published 2 things. I helped her publish her magazine and launch the first edition of her cookbook. So she just turned 60. And she said, for my 60th birthday, I got to knock out some of this stuff, LaShonda. I said, I got you. Books build businesses. If you create books, great. But if you find that you work with other people, it's taking you a long time, and you want to get better at creating and publishing books more often, to build your inventory, but also to do 2 things with respect to books. Profit, right? Sell books and make money from it, but also promotion. Use your books to promote yourself and to introduce people to the things that you do. So that's value ladder number 2. When it comes to value ladders, one really solid thing that you can do is to teach people through a book, introduce them to you, your brand, your stories, and then from that book, they maybe want to sign up to a program, coaching, consulting, courses. Again, somebody write this down and put it into the chat. Books build businesses. Do you need to work on your first or your next best publication? If that's something that you want to do, let's talk about it. As far as self-publishing is concerned, I've been self-publishing for many, many years now on platforms like MagCloud, Amazon, KDP, Lulu, just to name a few. Okay, so self-publishing is my jam, and templates is my love language. I have a whole library of templates that you can use to design your own books. And you get all my templates, by the way, when you sign up to the Insider Circle 12-month program. So if you wanted to create books that look like my books, you get all my book templates, right? You also get the Write the Book Challenge so that I can talk to you about the kind of books you can produce. I have 35 plus types of books that I can share with you, and I've broken those 35 plus book types across 7 categories. Okay, we're not going to go through all 35 today because, baby, I know I got about 5 hours left in my drive, but that's a little bit too much for me today. Okay. So we're not going to talk about all 35, but I can give you 5, because this encore session about creating your 2025 game plan, a big part of it is me giving you 25 action things that you can do. I gave you 5 for solutions. I gave you 5 for systems. Now I'm going to give you 5 action items for self-publishing. Okay? So drop 5 into the chat, whether you are live or watching me on the replay side, if you are ready for the next 5 action items, okay, under the self-publishing category, okay? And thank you, by the way, for hanging out. Hey, April, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Shonda, for dropping that formula into the chat. I see that. Appreciate you. Woo, traffic. Full stop. Hit a little bit of traffic. So we started, or I should say I started, because I'm driving, but my mini-me is hanging out with me. We started driving at 4 o'clock this morning from Florida, and I am 45 minutes away from halfway through this trip. So I got like a little under 6 hours to go. And now we hit traffic. Hopefully not too much traffic. All right, let's do it. Friendly reminder, if you do want to hang out with me, either for 5 days inside the Build a Better Business or Build Your Best Business Challenge, if you want to hang out with me as part of the 5-day Build Your Best Business Challenge, or for 365 days, you want to join me, Lucina, Elizabeth, Shonda, and all the other amazing ladies in the Sister Sense 12-month program, I highly, highly, highly recommend you go to sistersense.com/ICP so you can learn more about the 12-month Insider Circle program, okay? And like I said, if you have questions, I am doing complimentary 10 to 15-minute calls. If you want to jump on a call with me in the next couple of days between this week and next week, email LaShonda@sistersense.com. Say, LaShonda, I want to talk to you. Help me get myself together in 2025. I got you. Email LaShonda@sistersense.com so we can talk about these programs if that is something you want to do. Let's jump on a call. Just you and me, okay? Now, right now we're talking about self-publishing. 35 different types of books. I'm going to give you 5. One is a playbook. Playbook. If you want people to see you as a go-to, one of the best things that you can do is to break down a system, a process, something that you have developed, put that into a playbook, sell that playbook, and when people read it, they go, oh, she knows what she's talking about. I need to sign up to her coaching. I need to get her course. One way that you can work on building your credibility and gaining exposure, especially media attention, is with a book. So it's going to be a dual purpose of profit and promotion. Like I said, I'm going to be working with my clients on the 12 books in 12 months project. We start that this month for the next 12 months. If these are things you want to proactively do, I got you. I recommend you join the Insider Circle 12-month program before the doors close. But join now so you can get the 20% off, because that's going away, okay? Opportunities do expire. So let me give you an example of a playbook, okay? I said to y'all, I'm the LPP queen. I love creating low price point products. As part of my Write the Book 5-day challenge, one of the last books that I developed is called $10 Books to $1,000 Profits. And in that book, I talk about how I learned to create and sell low ticket offers that help me sell $1,000 to people, right? So literally on one page, you'll see an offer for $10, you'll see an offer for $1,000, and I can get people to buy at every level on that sales page, right? I break that system that I've put together inside of my playbook, right? So if you want people to be introduced to your course, to your program, you want them to go, I need to sign up to her coaching. She knows what the hell she's talking about. Maybe you want to focus on working on publishing a playbook, okay? That's number one. I'm going to give you 5 different books. And as I go through these, if you make notes, you can drop all 5 into the chat, okay? Playbook, number 1. Activity book, number 2. We like to do things. We like to do things, okay? And let me tell you something right now. Anyone here interested in self-publishing? Anyone here interested in self-publishing? I did a training last year on coloring books, right? So I told y'all I'm going home, driving 10, 11 hours from Florida to back to North Carolina. I came to do Christmas with the family in Orlando, hung out with my mom. She lives in Fort Lauderdale. I've got family in Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, Miami. So it's a whole lot of driving while I get down here. But then I took my mama and my mini me to the Bahamas, and we did a little cruise for a couple of days. While I was on the cruise, I had a coloring book. Speed check reported ahead on I-95 North. Because why not, right? Why not hang out and do some coloring on the Bahama beach? Why not do that, right? I did teach a class on how you can use AI to create your own coloring books. That is awesome. If that's something you want to do, that course is at success.com/coloring book. But you could just get the course inside the 12-month program as well, because that has everything in there, okay? I say that to say this. Love creating coloring books. Love creating low content books. But look, you could do more than create low content books, okay? Because guess what? I know folks are teaching you how to create planners, how to create journals, how to create notebooks. Low content books are great. I teach that stuff too. But what's going to move the needle for you, if you want to build your credibility, if you want to build the kind of books where people say, this person, I need them to speak at my next event. Because think about it. A lot of speakers, they got books. They've created some sort of program, system, process, and people are like, you got to read so-and-so's book. You want to market? Don't just focus on the low content books that everybody else is talking about. Go the extra mile and develop a written, medium to high content, quality book. So many books, as I define them, are books that I can produce in under a week, usually 20 to 120 pages. Today, my encore that I'm teaching you right now, my encore session right now is inspired by my 5-day Build Your Best Business Challenge. The challenge has a book attached to it that's 100 pages, and I put that thing together in less than 3 days. Number one, you get that as part of the Build Your Best Business 5-day challenge. But more importantly, number two, I'm going to show you how to create your own 5-day challenge book. Do you want to create your own 5-day challenge book? You want my book, but more importantly, do you want to create your own book? Say yes, because I know you want to get better at creating books, right? As part of my Insider Circle 12-month program, we're going to do a book a month. And the first project that we're doing this month is you creating a challenge book, okay? So I said, you should be doing self-publishing. You want to market. People are like, I need you to teach me Instagram. I need you to teach me TikTok. Get out of here with all that. Great, but social media is not the end-all be-all. One way to strategically market yourself is to sell a book that you can make money from while that same damn book is promoting you. I don't know if you've ever purchased a book, by the way, and it has a special page in it, and that special page will say something like, thank you so much for being a valued reader. Click here and go grab ... You ever get a book that has a page for you to get something for free? You got to sign up to it. Yes? No? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Especially on Amazon, right? One of the reasons why people give away freebies inside of their books is because marketplaces, they capture the customer information. You don't. So one way to get around that and to get more customer information is through giving something away for free inside your book, okay? I'm giving y'all too much game, okay? This is in the self-publishing training. I'm giving y'all a little bit too much game today. But I say that to say this. You trying to figure out how to do the next TikTok thing or how to create 15 reels a day. There are other more effective ways to build your business. And if you got better at publishing books, at least one solid mini book a month, you could post it on Amazon KDP. You could sell it on your website, right? and use that book for promotion and for profit, and to build your list by offering your readers a free gift for just signing up and reading your book, right? Hey, Denise is in the building. Hey, Denise is in the building. Denise, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, LaShonda, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Welcome, welcome. So, I'm giving you 5 book ideas. I said you can create a playbook, number 1, where you're teaching people a system, a process, something that you have put together, number 1. Number 2, create an activity book, giving people a challenge. Let's say you're into fitness. You could give them a 30-day detox, a 30-day fitness regime. Let's say you're into finance. You can give them a 14-day get your bank account together challenge, right? I'm focused on, for this month, showing you guys how to create a 5-day challenge similar to what I've done in my 100-page book, Build Your Best Business, the 5-day challenge. And I'm going to teach you how to do that this month as part of the 12 books in 12-month project, right? So make sure that if you do nothing else, you give yourself the gift of a year. Get in here, get in the Insider Circle 12-month program so we can work on your digital, print, money, marketing, and sales, all the things. It is a holistic experience for my fellow entrepreneurs, my business besties, who want to intentionally get clear about the things that you want to put out there to consistently build your best business, okay? Best, drop that into the chat for me. If you don't just want to build, you want to build your best. Best is one of my acronyms that I've developed, which stands for B, build your core offer. E, expand your core offer. S, create a starter offer from your core offer. T, test, create a test offer from your starter offer, okay? When I talk about creating your next best steps as far as content creation is concerned, having that core offer, starter offer, tester offer, these are just a few things that you can do. BEST, build, expand, start, test, okay? We'll, of course, dig into that in more detail inside the success plan, but I definitely want you to work on building your best. So drop BEST, whether you are live or on the replay side, if that is something that you plan to do. Build your best. So let's talk about another book type, right? If you want to give people something fun to do, you can create an activity book, right? Would you like to take a break? No, I don't want to take a break. All right. You can create an activity book. There are different types of activity books that you can create. A challenge is one of them, right? Create a playbook. That was number 2. Another type of book that you can work on is a compilation book. Compilation book. I love compilation books because I often say we all have superpowers. Mine is QCQC. I can help you quickly create quality content. Now, before I talk about compilation books, out of curiosity, do you have a superpower? Something that you do that's unique to you and you love, love, love that aspect of who you are? What's a superpower of yours? Drop that into the chat so I can see, okay? I may not be able to see everything now, right? But until I can see it later, I'm going to check the comments later. What's one of your superpowers, right? When it comes to QCQC, quickly creating quality content, one of my secret solutions is to write without writing when it comes to book publishing. That means many things, but one thing is this: you can compile things that you have already written into a book. Several years ago, I created something called the New Normal Life Design Series, and I broke down, it's a playbook, because I broke down, here are things I did to transition from a 9 to 5 person working a 9 to 5, living in an apartment, to a full-time entrepreneur owning my own home. What did I do to be the person I wanted to be? I wrote my playbook, The New Normal. With The New Normal, I also created something called The Evolution Continues. That was a compilation book. At the time, I was blogging to document my journey as a mommy entrepreneur with a new toddler, right? And it's funny because my son just turned 18. He's sleeping beside me right now. He's supposed to be my help mommy stay awake and follow the map. He's supposed to be helping me right now. He's sleeping more than he helping, but it's okay. He just turned 18 this year, okay? And I quit my job when I was about 3 months pregnant. So I've been an entrepreneur for a while. I've been an entrepreneur since I was in college, actually, but full-time work-at-home mama, it's been a couple of years, right? When I created the book, The Evolution Continues, I took my blog articles that I shared my journey as a mom entrepreneur and compiled them into a publication. So you could do the same thing too. There are a lot of you who have really great content on social media. You have articles, you have essays, you have blog posts. And if you take several of them based on a particular theme, you could create a book that you offer to your audience. So let me ask you, so far I've shared 3 types of book ideas as far as self-publishing is concerned and proactively working on these types. I'm telling you what to do. How to do it is what we do inside the Insider Circle program every week, every month, every year. So if you do want to get clear, join the program, 12 months, okay? But these are some things you can start off with. That's what I'm sharing with you today. Of the 3 that I discussed so far, playbook, activity book, compilation book, any of those is exciting to you, let me know into the chat. Playbook, compilation book, activity book, okay? So, as you guys are thinking about that and checking in with me via the chat, let me share another one with you. Guidebook. Love guidebooks. There are different types of guidebooks. One, starter guide. Another, a resource guide. Can you create a guidebook for your audience? I have many sayings on Sister Sense, right? I always tell myself I need to at some point write the book Sister Sense Says, so I can give you all my Sister Sense sayings, right? When it comes to you doing what you need to do in your business, I always say you can find a way or find an excuse, but you cannot do both. I enjoy writing, but after I self-published a couple of books in my 20s, I stopped because life was lifing. I got busy and I kept saying, I want to write a book. I want to write a book. I couldn't figure out the time to do it, right? I don't have the time to write a book, right? And I was like, LaShonda, you can find a way or find an excuse, but you cannot do both. And so I said, okay, instead of you trying to write a traditional book, can you write a booklet? Something that's 20, 30 pages, 40 pages, something. And that's when my concept of quick books was born. Books that I could publish within a few days, as opposed to keep telling myself I can't find the time to make a traditional book. And over time, QuickBooks is now what I call mini books, because I've come up with a solid solutions of a series of activities that helped me create many books in less than a week. Okay. So, two types of resource guides. One is a starter guide. My first mini book was called Start Her Up: How to Make It, Monetize It, Market It. And I just shared some fundamental things that you can do when it comes to starting up your business as a woman entrepreneur. It was called Start Her Up. Okay. It was a starter guide. There are different types of books that you should be creating. In your industry, there are people who need startup introductory entry point information. So maybe you want to create a starter guide for those people. There are people who know they need help, they know they need resources and tools, they just don't know what to get. I created another ebook several years ago called The Entrepreneur's Backpack. In the Entrepreneur's Backpack, I listed, I think, over 100 plus resources that are helpful to entrepreneurs. So let me know, is that something that you want to do? Do you want to work on creating a guidebook? And if you do want to work on creating a guidebook, maybe you want to start with a starter guide or a resource guide. I have so many templates, it's redonkulous. It's not ridiculous, it's redonkulous. Okay. And you can unlock all of my book templates as part of the Write the Book Challenge. And that's available to you inside the Insider Circle program. I'm not for play. I want you to have everything that you need to succeed. So if you want to see my books, because I'm a visual person, I have a library of all my money marketing and sales books. They're great to consume just to get the tips and recommendations. But even better, the visual of seeing the kind of mini books that you can self-publish, chef's kiss, priceless, right? So let me know if those are things that you want to do. They're pretty much all sitting there waiting for you inside the Insider Circle 12-month program, right? And right now, the program is 20% off for a limited time. So you can spend the next 12 months with me and the community strategically working on your monetization, content creation, motivation, marketing, sales, and pretty much everything in between. Okay. If you need it, I got you on some capacity. There's also the Elevate Everything bundle in there. Elevate Everything is $1,000 plus worth of resources, templates, trainings, and tools, especially things that I did in the last couple of months that maybe you didn't have access to. Now that you're ready to start anew, you get that too as part of the Insider Circle program. Okay. So I said I want to give you some action items, things that you could work on when it comes to each of these 5 core concepts. We talked about solutions, we talked about systems. Right now, we're talking about self-publishing. As far as self-publishing, I'm like, there are so many different types of books you can produce. When I did the Write the Book Challenge, which I'm doing once a quarter, the first quarter, we got the Write the Book Challenge coming up, I think next week, if not the week after. So that's coming. But I broke down all the book types. So far, I gave you 5 of the 35. We talked about activity books. We talked about guidebooks. We talked about playbooks. There's one more book type that I want to share with you today. Okay. Now, give me a minute because the brain is not braining. Give me a minute so I can get the 5th book type I want to share with you today. Okay. As I'm doing that, take this opportunity to do a couple of things. Number one, let me know, has this training, this impromptu pop-up encore session been helpful to you in some way today? If so, like it up, heart it up. Feel free to share it out. Sharing is caring. That's what it's all about. Feel free to share this with your business besties. You can tag a couple of folks and say, hey, LaShonda's not for play. She's here, invested in helping you create your best business, work on your annual business, and hang out with us. Tag them right now. Okay, those are a couple of things that you can do. You can always also go over to sistasense.com/2025 so that you can unlock the success plan, or join me inside the Insider Circle 12-month program if working on these core areas of your business is something that you want to do over the course of the next 12 months with me and the amazing entrepreneurs in my community. Okay? All things that you can do. So let me go grab my notes real quick. I'm off the cuff right now. I'm giving y'all a recap of the trading I did last night, which so far I've been able to do off the cuff, but I can't remember that last book type, and I need my mini me to help me. Can you help me real quick? Can you pass me that phone right there? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Let me go to my notes real quick. This is not notes. I love the Notes app. Oh my gosh. I don't think I could survive without my Notes app. Let me know if you're team iPhone or team Samsung. I'm an iPhone girly, right? Number one. Number two, what's your favorite app? Because I'm all about learning and improving. So let me know what's your favorite app. Notes has got to be in my top 3. Notes, Canva, and the MP3 recorder, because I love recording audio content. All right, I knew there was one more that I wanted to share with you today, but I couldn't remember. The idea book, okay? The idea book. A lot of us know we want to do things, but we don't have the right ideas, right? Literally, I'm giving y'all a ton of ideas today on how to annual plan, create a game plan for your business. So whatever area of expertise you have, you can create an idea book. Maybe you're sharing 100 ways to do one thing, or maybe 7 types of another thing, ways, types, 2 examples of idea books that you can produce for your audience. So remember, I'm giving you a taste of my Build Your Best Business 5-day Setup for Success challenge. One of the things inside of that challenge is a book that I produced so we could go through the 5-point plan. In the 5-point plan, there's a section on systems, and I've identified 21 types of systems you want to think about with respect to your business. I'm giving you what? Ideas. So whether it be a guidebook, an idea book, a playbook, a compilation book, these are 5 of my top favorite mini book types to consider. Any of these resonate with you? Remember, I said the activity book is on the top of the list. We're going to create 5-day challenge activity books this month in the Insider Circle program. If you want to work through the 12 books in 12 months project, every month I'm going to teach you different types of books. I'm going to help you produce them. I'm going to give you templates, tools, all the things, so that if you want to follow, mirror, apply my strategies to your business, we can do that. Okay? So, Pandora, iPhone, says Denise. Yeah, I love Pandora. Now, what's funny is I used to be Pandora obsessed until Apple Music, and then that became like my thing. When it comes to music, I'm definitely like, I need to be in a good headspace to work. So I love a little bit of lo-fi. I never know how to pronounce that. Lo-fi in the background when I'm working. Apple Music has become my thing. The hubby prefers Spotify. So, everybody kind of has their own thing. But I really, really loved Pandora back in the day. I don't use it as much as I used to. I do love it though when it comes to my weekend workshops here in North Carolina. I always got to have good vibes while we're working together. The next North Carolina workshop is coming up MLK weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can get a ticket as part of the Insider Circle, but if you wanted to sign up for it, I'm here in North Carolina. My workshop is in Greenville, North Carolina at the Hilton Greenville. If you'd like to get the details and come out for 3 days to intentionally work on fire starting your year, getting crystal clear about what you want to do, I got you. Email me and I'll send you the details. But again, if you did sign up to the Insider Circle program, there are several levels that include either 1 or 2 North Carolina workshops. Okay. So let me know which of those 5 book types you would like to work on. And of course, we're going to work through different book types as we go through the 12 books in 12 months project inside the Insider Circle. All right, y'all. Publishing. Yay! Self-publishing. Getting better at creating better solutions, systems, and tapping into self-publishing. Those are 3 of the 5 core concepts in the 5-point plan. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Solutions, systems, self-publishing. We got 2 more. The next one is subscriptions. Who needs to create a subscription program? Say me. You should have one. But to be honest with you, you should have a few. I talk about consistent revenue and MRR, monthly recurring revenue. Having at least one simple subscription program is something that can help you in that capacity. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is talk to you about subscriptions, because there is a certain way to do subscriptions that I do. I don't do it like everybody do. Okay. I was just talking to you about, the iPhone. I got my iPhone X in my hand. This thing is old as dirt. But I don't do trade-ins. Like, I got my oldest iPhone, right? And then I got the iPhone 13. That's what I'm using right now to go live with y'all. When it comes to subscriptions, some people go straight into apps, right? There are a lot of apps where you can purchase subscriptions, like Calm. Calm is a great app. I love that one. And that's one way to generate revenue. I've seen quite a few entrepreneurs get into the app business as far as subscriptions. But if you are not very techy or you don't have a huge budget, apps, it can be a huge investment, and or it can take a little time, right? Another one is people will go, I want to build a membership website, right? Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Netflix, I always say Netflix, Hulu, right? Amazon Prime. I want to build a membership website, right? But again, if you're not techie and you need somebody else, I'm a web designer, by the way, you need somebody else to make it for you, that might be an investment for you. And not only that, some folks out of the gate want to build an app, want to build a membership program. They don't have the tech skills. They don't have the team. They don't have the budget. They don't have the content. It's not easy if you find yourself with a full plate to build a really value-rich membership website if that's something that you don't know how to do. I'm not trying to deter you, but what I do want to say is a lot of people jump into membership programs and or apps, and they're on the more expensive, more labor-intensive, time-intensive side of subscriptions. When I talk about subscriptions, SIMPLE, it's a KISS, keep it seriously simple for me. So what I want to do is talk to you about 5 types of action items. Taking action, working on any of these 5 types of subscriptions, okay? First one, write it down, take it to heart. Pricing. there are different ways that you can look at subscriptions. You can create a subscription-based offer, or you can integrate subscription pricing into your business, like having a payment plan, right? So you want to keep things simple, and you want to get into people paying you a lot of money or a certain amount of money for several months. One way to do that is via a simple pricing plan, right? So, for example, my Insider Circle program ranges from anywhere between $500 to $10,000, right? And there are clients who have signed up at the Clarity level, Momentum level, VIP level. Hey, let me get on that. Just pay in full. And then there are clients who are like, listen, I'm going to pay in parts. I'm going to do 4 parts, LaShonda. I'm going to do 10 parts, LaShonda. So they have the opportunity to pay me. And I have clients who pay me anywhere between $27 to $497 a month, depending upon the programs that I've created that they've invested into. So one thing that you need to do is to think about, are you integrating some sort of payment plan, simple subscription into your business? So outside of those one-time full payment purchases, you've got people who are paying you every single month because they've signed up to some sort of installment plan. Who needs to do that? Option number 1, create a pricing plan or a payment plan as a simple subscription that you offer to your customers. Who needs to do that? Number 1. Option number 2 is to create a subscription-based offer. But again, we're going to focus on simple, right? So pricing, payment plan, number 1, program, number 2. Remember, I said to you a little bit later, I'm going to give you a 10K challenge. If you're waiting for that, I want you to drop 10K into the chat. I need to see who's excited about the 10K challenge I'm going to drop on you in a little bit, right? Before we get to the 10K, though, we talked about solutions. And when we talked about solutions, I was like, do you have a 1K offer, right? You need to have a range of offers, low ticket and high ticket being 2 parts of that range. And when it comes to your range and creating subscriptions, if you were to develop a program, especially I like to develop annual programs. It doesn't necessarily have to be an annual program, but I personally like those. That's one way that you can create a high ticket offer for your audience, right? Now, we're going to go through 1K offers over the course of 12 weeks. I'm doing a 1K offer, 12-week accelerator for my ladies and gents in my Insider Circle program. So if working on 1K offers is something you want to do, I got you. We're going to work on the development of those things over the course of 12 weeks. We start next week with that accelerator, okay? And that is, again, exclusively available to those of you who joined me inside the Insider Circle program. Having a program as a high ticket offer and then breaking that program down into a payment plan is another action activity for you. So I'm going to give you 25 today. We're just talking right now about specifically subscriptions. Those are 2 things. Working on a payment plan, so you've got some form of a short-term subscription opportunity for your people. Working on a paid program. So if you develop a high-ticket program and then give people the opportunity to pay that through a payment plan, you have a high-ticket offer that you can offer to your audience, right? When you take a look, for example, at sistasense.com/ICP, that's where you go to learn about the Insider Circle program, right? And when you scroll down, you'll see that there's full payment, there's partial payment, and it's a program. So creating something that is a subscription-based opportunity, I want to give you a visual option, a visual of what I do, okay? Now, if you need help either coming up with the concept or setting up your sales pages, setting up your landing pages, I got you. I'm a web designer. That's what I do. So at the Momentum and VIP level of the Insider Circle program, I'll either do these things for you or with you. I'll not only teach you how to create these kind of pages, create these kind of products and programs, I'll set it up for you. Subscriptions, automation, whatever you need, I got you. And those are some done with you and done for you support solutions that you get in the Insider Circle program at the momentum level, the VIP level, and there are some things that I'll do for you and or with you in the clarity level too. There are actually several levels of the Insider Circle program because I wanted to make it a budget-friendly solution and nobody gets left behind. Everybody can get in the Insider Circle program at a budget investment that works for you. Okay. And again, learning about that, you can do that over at success.com/ICP number one. Somebody could drop that URL into the chat. That would be great. And number two, it is 20% off right now. So you want to get that before that opportunity expires. Okay. So at the end of the first week of this month, 20% off officially goes away. And then registration will be open for a few more weeks, but the 20% off ends at the end of this week. It's been open for a while, but opportunities expire. Just letting you know. Okay. So we're talking about you creating some sort of simple subscription program so that it's sustainable. It gives you what you want, which is monthly revenue, but you're not overextending yourself or your budget to get a subscription-based offer integrated into your business. Payment plan number one, high ticket program with a payment plan number two. Next one for you is retainer, right? I'm a service professional. I help people build landing pages, create websites, graphics, all the things. And quite a few of my clients, I am their go-to gal for that techie stuff, right? So they have me on retainer. If there are things that you can do easily for other people with your eyes closed, you can create a subscription-based program where they pay you a certain amount a month. And I have people paying me anywhere between $27, $97, $497 a month, depending upon the kind of services that I offer them, right? Whether they're just paying for, I call it get more done hours, where I'm doing stuff for them as part of my get more done retainer services, or they get more done inside a program like the Insider Circle program. Okay. So retainer number three. Number four, coaching. Coaching, consulting. There are certain types of virtual experiences and products that I believe information entrepreneurs should have. Everyone should have a booking or a call system where people can pay you to talk to you, to pick your brain, right? Zoom call, Voxer, whatever the case may be. Pay you for your coaching, pay you for your consultation services, okay? So with that being said, there are so many different types of services you can offer to people on retainer. Coaching is one of them. Clients, let me drink this real quick. I offer a range of different types of calls and also length of calls, 30 minutes, 60 minute, 90 minute, 3 hours, 6 hours. Clarity sessions, implementation sessions, strategy sessions, price them differently, put them on subscription, works for me. So you could think about if that's something you have or you want to integrate into your business. If you have it, do you need to work on making it better so you get more coaching or consultation clients? These are, again, all things that I can help you with inside the Insider Circle. Okay. So working on a coaching service as a subscription-based offer is another one that you may want to consider. all 5 book ideas are great. Thank you, April. I'm so glad that you're here and you're enjoying the session so far. Definitely feel free to let me know what nuggets are you getting right now? Whether you're watching live or on the replay side, drop those into the chat so that I can see, if not now, while I'm driving after the fact, right? I'll definitely comment and respond to you guys when I check Facebook and YouTube, all the things after the fact, okay? But like I said, what we're focused on today is going through how you can create your own annual plan, a 2025 game plan, using the Set Yourself Up for Success 5-point plan that I've created for you, right? All right, so let's see. When it comes to subscriptions, we've talked about payment plans, retainers, programs. We just talked about coaching services. I'm going to tell you one more, but I got to check my notes. I've been going off the cuff, y'all, just kind of spitfiring from last night's training, but I can only do but so much that way. All right, here's another one. Newsletters. All right. So I always love to talk about what's give me a second. Vita C, help me. I always like to talk about what's training in the industry as digital marketing always changes, right? So 2 years ago, one thing that was trending a lot was AI. It's still on an uptick. Everybody's AI this, AI that. So I did several trainings and created several resources, prompts, templates to help people with AI content, ChatGPT, AI art, Midjourney. We did all of that 2 years ago. Plus, we did that last year as well. But I just went full steam ahead with a set of AI trainings in 2023. 2024, we did a lot around paid newsletters, right? You know, it used to be people would go, oh, newsletters old school. Nobody does newsletters anymore. Baby, paid newsletters, not just free, but paid newsletters trending last year, definitely going to continue on an uptick this year. People just wanting a different way to deliver information, to consume information. So I did a 12-week training on how to create your own paid newsletter. And by the way, if you missed it, that's okay. Because guess what? In the Insider Circle program, the Get Paid, Create Your Own Paid Newsletter 12-week program, it's in there, right? You do get the Everything Bundle, which gives you some of the best trainings, templates, and tools that I've recently done to kind of get you up to speed. You get instant on-demand access to those things. And one of the things that I shared was the Get Paid, Create a Paid Newsletter 12-week process, okay? And that's another great, simple subscription program. Why? Because it's highly scalable. The idea here is that you can create a newsletter where you're delivering certain things to your audience via email every single month, and they pay you for it. There are different platforms that you can use to create a paid newsletter, and we talk about all of them. I give you guys examples. Here's an example. You know, I told you that I love to create templates. I'm a web designer, I'm a graphics designer, and I created a paid newsletter several years ago called the $10 Template Club. So $10, clients pay and they get 2 new templates every single month. I did that for, I want to say maybe about 2.5 years. And then I had so many doggone templates, I created the Template Hub, a library where you can get instant access to over 100 templates. The Template Hub is in my Insider Circle. So if you want all my templates, you get them as part of the program. But I say that to this. All I need to do was choose the subscription off and then deliver 2 emails from the 2 That is a simple subscription program. Some people want to be on live, or they want to do calls or webinars every month, and they can do it. But a lot of people struggle. They struggle with consistency. They struggle with finding the time. They have to take care of their kids. They have to take care of their parents. They've got really labor intensive 9-to-5 jobs. And finding the time to do certain types of virtual experiences is hard. A paid newsletter is one of those low intensive subscriptions, one of those simple subscriptions, because what you got to do is just identify the kind of virtual content you're going to deliver to your audience, and then set up your sales page and give them what you said you were going to give them on a monthly basis. I will say this, offering them the ability to purchase monthly versus annually also is great too. Obviously, you're going to make more revenue when they're not just paying for 1 month at a time, but maybe they pay monthly, quarterly, annually. That'll help you with your revenue goals as well, right? We talk about MRR, working on your monthly recurring revenue. If that's something that you want to do, drop MRR into the chat for me, okay? You know, it's funny. I jumped on this live with y'all, and I didn't even check to see if I was camera ready. My hair is probably a hot mess. I'm in my favorite TikTok dress. I bought like 15 of these little stretchy dresses so I can be comfortable on this drive with y'all. And my is really a hot mess. I've been driving since 4 o'clock this morning. I think I got about 4 hours of sleep. Woke up at 2:30. We left the house at 4. We left my mama's house at 4. And I'm hoping to get back to my house in North Carolina by 5 o'clock. Let's see. I'm halfway through my gas. I'm going to have to do a gas stop in just a bit. Okay. So, I want to create a paid newsletter project. Okay. Is that something that you potentially want to do? And if you think about it, what just you thinking to yourself, digital, downloadable, virtual experience, could you offer to your audience on a monthly basis that's simple, that realistically, based on your tech skills, your time, your team, if you even have a team, you could realistically deliver, okay? Now, back in traffic. If creating a paid newsletter is something you want to do, I got you. We either can work on it together. I can do some of these things for you at the Momentum or VIP level of the Insider Circle program, or you could just DIY your way through the process. A great way to do that, a great way to DIY your way through the process is to unlock the 12-week Create a Paid Newsletter program. We did that last year, and you get instant access to the replays inside of my 12-month program, okay, if that's something that you want to do. All right, subscriptions, yay! We did it. I gave you 5 action items when it comes to integrating a simple subscription into your business. If you bout that life, can you let me know which of these 5 sounds like something that you would like to do? I'm trying to let you in, baby boo. Squeeze your behind in. Come in. I can't drive no slower. Is that something that you would like to do? We talked about working on creating a payment plan. Is that something you want to do? Number 1. Or maybe building out a program, a high ticket program that you could break up into a payment plan. Number 2, offering your retainer services, something that you can do for people on retainer on subscription. Number 3, offering coaching services on some capacity on subscription. Number 4, And then last but not least, number 5, creating a newsletter, a paid newsletter, thinking about what kind of virtual experiences and or the downloadable content you could deliver to your audience, right? And like I said, if you want to go deeper into the paid newsletter project, watch that series on demand, 12 weeks. We had an awesome time. Ladies set up their newsletters, and or you can do that with me, okay? Email marketing is one of the systems we talked about today when we focused on systems. And one of the things that we're going to be doing in the Insider Circle in the coming weeks is created an automated email sequence. Is that something anyone here wants to do? Let me know. AES. Okay. Just let me see that. AES for automated email sequence. If that's something you want to do. AES. I got you. We're going to do automated email sequences so that you can put together at least 6 to 12 emails and have those emails automatically go out to your audience, so you don't feel like you're not communicating with your audience as much as you should. A lot of people feel like that. They're like, oh, I know I need to send out emails. I'm not doing it as much as I should. Creating some sort of automated email sequence, that's one of the awesome things that we're going to be doing. There's so many activities because I host webinars every week in the Insider Circle. We're going to be working on book projects, email marketing projects, and you don't have to do all the things. I got to show up for every training, you know. Right? You just do the ones that you're like, yes, that's a project that I want to work on right now, okay? And like I said, you could literally take advantage of signing up to the Insider Circle program right now to get 20% off at any level of the program. But if you had some questions, you can send me a voice message, send me an email, or email LaShonda@SistaSense.com if you'd like to schedule a free one-on-one complimentary call. Let's jump on a call, you and me, 10 to 15 minutes, so I can answer your questions and help you figure out what solutions can help you in your business right now. Okay. I'm doing that between this week and next week. Email me if you're interested, LaShonda@SistaSense.com. So the last one we're going to talk about before we get into content creation and the 10K challenge. Okay. The last one, by the way, has this been helpful to you? I'd love to know. Yes, I am 4 hours and 45 minutes away from my house. I'm in traffic. That's okay. I'm not in too much traffic. It's going to lighten up in a couple of minutes. But I figured hanging out with you guys, I could kill some time. I could add some value and kill some time too. The last one we're going to talk about is signups. Okay. Your list is your biggest asset. And if you're looking for ways to strategically market your business in addition to paid ads and social media, because that's the thing. Nowadays, when it comes to how do I market, how do I promote, most people only talk about, oh, do this on TikTok. Oh, do this on Instagram. All most people know is social media this and pay for Facebook ads that, right? There's so many other things that you can do, right? As an organic marketer, hopefully you've gotten a few strategic marketing strategies from the things that I'm sharing with you today. Signups means you're going to invest more time in building your best email list. It don't got to be the biggest list, but it's got to be the best list for you. We're going to go through a couple of things that you can do. I have a list of 6. Each of these categories is 5 so far. I've been giving you 25 action items. This one has a bonus. I've got 6, and I'll tell you why. So remember I said, I'm going to give you a taste today of my 5-day build your best business 5-day challenge, right? And in that challenge, one thing I talk about is signups. And there are 6 ways you should focus your email marketing efforts so you get better at signups, better at building your best list. I actually like that I'm in traffic because it's slowed down and I have some time to go through those with you. Okay. So let me get to my notes on signups. And No, that's not what I want. When you're looking for something and you can't find it. I'm going to get to my notes real quick, and then I'm going to give you 6 different categories under email marketing that you should think about. Okay. While I'm doing this, feel free to like, give me some hearts, give me some love, tag a business bestie and or share this out. Sharing is caring. That's what it's all about. Let me know any nuggets if you've gained any knowledge from today's training. I would love to know that. And then we're going to go through the 6 action items for signups. Okay. Pop. Christopher. I need tissue. So either tissue from the food bag or there's a box of tissue. I don't know if you can reach that box of tissue all the way in the back seat, but I need tissue like ASAP. Tissue me. My nose is running. Substitutions. Systems. Oh no. Accident. Something. That's probably why we got traffic. Subscriptions. Signups. All right. I'm gonna have to zoom in because my old lady eyes can't see that all the things. All right. So with respect to signups, right? Who wants to work on building their list? Who wants to work on building their list? Let me know. 6 things that you can do to proactively work on building your list in 6 core areas. Grow, so you could grow your list, nurture your list, reactivate, engage, promote, sell. So when it comes to email marketing and list building, I've identified 6 core areas for you to work on. Each of these, I listed 10 activities. So 10 things you can do to grow, 10 things you can do to nurture, 10 things you can do to reactivate your list. And that's inside of the Build Your Best Business 5-Day Challenge book. Okay, that book is 100 pages. Baby, it's got so much good in there for you. It's amazing. Okay. I'm starting you off with 5. So 1 per each. Now, what's one thing that you could do to grow your email list? One thing you could do is the very thing that I'm doing right now, a mini challenge. Take people through a quick win opportunity on a specific solution you've put together, using that to simultaneously add value, but then introduce them to the next thing, right? I love to do 5-day challenges. You could do free 5-day challenges or low price point, either or both, to be honest with you. My Write the Book challenge is at sistasense.com/write the book. There's a free version of the challenge, and then you can upgrade to a paid version of the challenge that's anywhere between $27 and I think $297, right? Or upgrade to the program at $997. So I think that page goes from $27 to $997 if I'm not mistaken. And the challenge 5 days at the base level is for free. I'm a visual girl. So if you want to see that, kind of how it looks and how it's broken down, you're welcome to go to sistasense.com/write the book. There is a free level, and then there are upgraded paid levels. Okay. So growing, getting people onto your email list, you got to give them some sort of incentive, right? Oh, I don't know what kind of lead magnet to create. I don't know what kind of lead magnet to create. Create a challenge. And again, we're going to be working on challenges inside the circle, but that's certainly one thing you can do to grow. Okay. There are 10 things for each of these inside of the full book, Build Your Best Business 5-Day Challenge. We're just going to go through 5. So, growing your email list, getting more signups, number 1. Nurturing that list, number 2. A lot of people get people on their email list, but they don't send out any emails. So, you should work on creating an email sequence. One type is a welcome sequence, so that at least for a week or several weeks, you can, through automation, send valuable content to your audience. Okay? Certainly something that you should do. So, as far as action items are concerned, I'm sharing 5 with you. Nurture through a welcome sequence. Think about what you could put together. But again, I'm going to help you create automated email sequences inside the Insider Circle, right? There is a calendar of what's coming up, as well as opportunities for you to talk to me one-on-one if you've got questions. If you write this down, SSCTM, okay? If you go to sistasense.com/SSCTM, you'll be able to download the SSC, Sister Sense Circle TM, right? Is it TM? No, it's CM. Sorry. Sister Sense Circle calendar. Well, Sister Sense, no. I got to say it out loud and then I tell you the acronym. Sister Sense calendar this month. There we go. SSCTM. Sister Sense calendar this month. Okay. So if you go to sistasense.com/SSCTM, it's going to show you my coming up calendar and what we're working on right now. Hey, Antoinette is in the building. Hey, rightly so. I need to work on growing my list. I got you. Definitely something that we're going to do. We're going to do an email sequence session so that you have time to map out a sequence, and I'll show you how to automate it and put it on your email marketing platform, right? And as I mentioned to you before, there are levels to the Insider Circle program. At the Clarity, Momentum, and VIP level, I can do some of this stuff for you. One of my clients, Tiffany, she's the creator of Relationships on the Go. She's a relationship counselor, therapist. Give me a second. I'm going to go off camera, so I don't have any visual accidents. Let me bend down. Can you give me another? I've been pretty good. I've been coughing, but my nose ain't been running, y'all. So Tiffany, creator of Relationships on the Go, she's in my Insider Circle program. She's been a part of my program for several years. And I want to say maybe a month or 2 ago, she said, you know what, LaShonda, I really want to get better at communicating with my audience. I helped her map out an email sequence and set it up. So either I can do that with you, for you, or show you how to DIY your way through it. But creating some sort of a welcome sequence, that's one action activity when it comes to nurturing your list. Number 2. Reactivation. Number 3. Who needs to check in with their list? Say me. If you got a list, but it's been a minute since you've been in it, say me. Reactivation. If you need to reactivate your list, one action step you can take is to create a miss you message. A miss you message. What does that mean? Being able to say, hey, I gotta admit, I dropped the ball. I have not been sharing as much as I need to. I apologize. Let me tell you what's been going on with me. Number 1. Number 2, I miss you. I want to reconnect. Here are a couple of things coming up. Let's do fill in the blank, right? A miss you message to reactivate, reconnect with your audience. Now, this is one of several reactivation strategies that I can share. But I'm just giving you 5 action items underneath signups. Okay, that's the starter for today. Unlock the full Build Your Best Business 5-day challenge. How you do that is by going over to sistasense.com/2025. When you go to sistasense.com/2025, there are several things to support you right now. You can get the 5-day challenge by signing up to the 2025 Success Plan. 5 days is great. 365 days is better. You can also unlock the Success Plan inside the Insider Circle 12-month program. That's also something that you can do. Okay? Hold on. Hubby's calling me. Hello? Hello? Oh, wait. I can't hear you. Hello? I can hear you. Okay, I know I was supposed to call you back, but I wanted to kill some time, so I am doing a live stream. Okay, skibbity bop bop. I got you. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm driving through. I think there was something was going on. We were in traffic, but we're good, and we're good. I'm gonna wrap up my live in like 20 minutes, and I'll call you back. I'm gonna wrap up my live in like 20 minutes, and I'll call you back. Thank you for checking in. Okay, bye. Okay. All right. Where was I? We were talking about signups, and we were talking about the 6 activities, things that you can do to work on your signups. And I said you can work on growing your list. One way to grow: create something for your people to do. Grow by creating a mini challenge, number 1. Then nurture, create a welcome sequence, and number 2. The next thing for you, reactivation. If it's been a while, create a miss you message to reactivate your list. Not my earpods. On the screen, I think Mini Me is using his earpods popped up on the screen. Next one is to engage your list. You want to build relationships. You want people not only getting your emails, but opening your emails, reading your emails, responding to your emails. One thing that you can do is to create better emails with more value-rich content by creating a newsletter, right? So creating a free newsletter, a paid newsletter, or maybe a combination of the two can help you with engagement, right? Especially if you create a really quality e-newsletter and you know you want to consistently send out emails maybe once a week, twice a month, once every day. Honestly, it's up to you, right? Again, one thing that you can do to work on improved engagements is to create a newsletter. And as I previously shared a few minutes ago, I did a training on how to create your own paid newsletter, the Paid Newsletter Project. It's 12 weeks. If you missed it, inside the Insider Circle, you do get a gift. It's called the Elevate Everything Bundle. Gives you instant access to over $1,000 value worth of training templates, tools from yours truly. The Get Paid Newsletter Project, or Create a Paid Newsletter Project, is in there for you. Okay, so that's engagement, number 4. Then promote. What's one thing that you can do to your email list? Drive traffic to your email list to get new subscribers. Now, I've been giving social media slightly a bad rap, okay? In my training today. Not the worst rap, but people are so fixated on social media. They don't have products to sell. They don't have a lead generation system. They don't have an acquisition system. And they're just like, I need to know how to post on TikTok 12 times a day. And I'm not for that, okay? While social media has its place, it really isn't the thing that you should be focused on. So it has its place. in my set of 6. And you notice the 6, none of these directly alludes to social media. None of them. From my 5-point plan, it's about solutions, systems, subscriptions, self-publishing, and signups. Having a social media system is important, but it's just a small piece of a bigger puzzle. For so many people, it's the whole puzzle. But really it isn't, okay? Now, when it comes to building your email list, growing as far as signups are concerned, there are several places in which you can proactively promote. I'm going to give you 3: Medium, marketplaces, YouTube. Medium marketing. Medium.com is a platform on which you can create really great articles. A lot of publishers on Medium proactively share their newsletter as part of their articles to help drive traffic from their Medium content to their main website, right? So we did a training last year called Write Your Way to Revenue, and I talked about article marketing and Medium specifically. So you can strategically post article content
Speed check reported ahead on I-95 North.
using a platform like Medium to showcase your information to people who love to read and consume information, and then drive traffic to your newsletter. Okay, a lot of people do that. Number 1. Marketplaces, number 2. I mentioned to you when we talked about self-publishing, I asked you a simple question. I said, do you ever get ebooks or print books that say, hey, thank you so much for purchasing this book. I have a free gift. Go here, sign up, get your free gift. I mentioned that a lot of people put that in books so that they can capture people's information, especially when they sell their books on marketplaces, because you get the money, but you don't get the customer information, right? Using marketplaces, posting your books, and then when people get your book, there's some sort of lead magnet incentive to get on your list. That's another way to grow your email list, okay? So remember, I said as part of my Insider Circle program for 12 months, we're going to do 12 books in 12 months, creating mini books, showcasing your books. Yes, sell them on your website, but offer some versions as lead magnets, offer some versions on Amazon KDP. Millions of people every single day. You're looking at platforms like Medium, Amazon Marketplace to drive traffic to your landing pages to increase your signups, okay? Different things that you can do, those are 2. Last but not least, when it comes to promotions, YouTube. A lot of people do exactly what I'm doing right now, share value-rich content, and then say, hey, by the way, if you want more, go here and sign up for fill in the blank. You look at a platform, millions, billions, people are watching YouTube videos all the time. Outside of social media and ads, you should be putting more effort into publishing and video marketing and article marketing. Because again, when it comes to promotion, right? I've been doing my thing, building my business online for 20 plus years. And a lot of people go, okay, LaShonda, what do you do to market? I'm like, well, I do organic marketing. I don't pay for ads. And I'm on social media, but I'm not like on social media every single day. I don't know how that's possible. They don't know how that's possible because in today's digital marketing space, most gurus are going to say to you, you got to get down, you got to crack the algorithm if you want exposure, or I'm going to show you how to do ads if you want exposure. They have their place, they have their effectiveness, but they are not the only things that you can do. When it comes to online marketing, I have a book called Online Marketing Made Easy, and I talk about different types of marketing, video marketing, and book marketing, article marketing, these things work. Medium, YouTube, Amazon Marketplace, a few examples. Last one that I'm going to share with you here, as far as signups are concerned, building your list is how do you sell? Yeah, you want to add value. Yeah, you want to send out emails that just share content, but don't be scared of unsubscribes where you don't sell. You have to sell. So when it comes to sales and your signups, I have different strategies. One of them is called Wow and Win Weekly. Wow and Win Weekly. I have an ebook that I wrote. It's called Stay Paid. And there's a section just on Wow and Win, right? One Wow and Win weekly activity for me is weekly webinars. So whether you see me on these social media streets or not, I'm doing webinars pretty much every week that help me strategically keep my customers, get referred customers, and or attract new customers. So I host webinars on a week-by-week basis. I don't have to do 15 webinars a day. Like some folks have to post 15 times on social media, okay? Proactively creating experiences, kind of like this one, sharing value, publicly and privately, free and for profit. That's one way I work on signups and strategically selling, right? I might say, hey, listen, I'm going to do a webinar. We're going to go through your 2025 game plan. Go to usesuccess.com/2025, sign up, right? People sign up, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. So the success plan, the 2025 success plan, that in and of itself has got so much stuff in there, it's $100, right? Every 10 sales, that's $1,000 for me, okay? I said to you, we're going to talk about the 10K challenge today, coming up next. But before we get to the 10K, let's talk about 1K. Creating 1K offers is one thing. Creating opportunities for you to generate 1K in sales strategically over time is another. So having something like the 2025 success plan at $100, and for every 10 people who sign up at that level, that's $1,000, number one. Number two, I said to you, create value ladder experiences. So I'm like, listen, you can do the success plan. In that, get the 5-day Build Your Best Business Challenge. I did see somebody sign up. Hey, Candace, I don't know what you just signed up for, but thank you for signing up to something. And you can do the success plan, get the 5-day challenge, plus a whole lot of other stuff, $100, right? Or 5 days is great, 365 days is better. Sign up to my program, the Insider Circle program. That program ranges from $500 to $10,000. I only need one person to sign up at $10,000 to make $10,000. And I have people who have signed up at every single level. Focus, clarity, VIP, and momentum. Okay? Ranges from $500 to $10,000. If you want to work on signups, having a list is important, but checking in with your list through sharing, checking in with your list, proactively sharing what you're doing, what you have available to them, for them right now, just makes sense. So I have a network. It's called Black Businesswomen Online, because you know I am a proud Black businesswoman, and I created a social network, close to 10,000 women entrepreneurs. I say that to say, when I built BBWO, I attracted a lot of amazing women that I work with to this day, okay? And I'm connected to this day. One of them is Nicole Brown. She's the creator of the Izzy and Live platform. So back in the early 2000s, I was just 20-something girl, trying to support other Black folks, I created something called Multiple Shades of You Online. And that website was to showcase positive websites for people of color. At the time, another state, another location, another awesome Black woman, Nicole Brown, was working on her website, Mahogany Butterfly. Eventually, she transitioned into other projects. Izzy and Liv, one of them, built it with her daughters in her kitchen, showcasing what amazing products. If you invested in Izzy and Liv, number one, she has the brown sugar box. Love it. Love, love, love it. It is subscription based. You sign up to Brown Sugar Box and you get some amazing mahogany Black Girl Magic products every single month. She's got it for women, but she also has like a teen box as well, right? That's a subscription offer. Ding, 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 ding. Creating a thriving, sustainable business through subscriptions, y'all. Social media is not even one of my main S's, okay, on this 5-point plan. Because just having thousands of social media followers ain't going to do nothing for you. I'm sure you've seen folks with not even thousands, but millions of social media followers, and they broke because they don't know how to make money. They don't know the fundamentals. But that's another story for another day. I mentioned Nicole because if you are an Izzy and Liv customer, you're on their email list. And every week, Friday to Sunday, Izzy and Liv got a promotion. Wow and Win Weekly. Weekly sales offers, weekly webinars, just 2 things that consistently help me generate revenue. If I were to ask you, do you have an email list? Some of y'all gonna say no. Let me know. Do you have an email list, yes or no? If I were to ask you if you have a working email list, yes or no? When was the last time you emailed your list? Sales is a part of the process of quality email marketing. Being able to take action and send things to your list that makes you money. Being able to, I call it lazy girl marketing. You know when somebody calls you something and then as opposed to taking offense, you embrace it and redefine it. Lazy used to be a word that folks would call me in my younger years, but they didn't understand that I'm a beast at this thing called digital marketing. I wasn't lazy. I just believe in working smarter and not harder. You know what I'm saying? But there are a lot of people out there, especially us in the melanated community, that believe you got to work real hard to really deserve a certain amount of revenue. And there are a lot of folks who don't work that hard and make way more money than you. So working hard shouldn't be the barometer at which we define making money or making a lot of money. But anyway, I was like, okay, you're going to call me lazy? I'm going to claim it. Lazy girl marketing. Any given day, I can make money emailing my list. Some folks are going to subscribe. That's okay. That's not the goal. The goal is to turn browsers into buyers. How proactive are you with respect to revenue as far as selling to your list on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly basis? Think about it. I want you to think about it. Get back to me, okay? Now, giving you a list of activities is one thing. Holding you accountable is another. Telling you what to do is one thing. Showing you how to do these things is another. If you want accountability and you want step-by-step direction with all of this, that's why I created the Insider Circle. So for 12 months, we can work through your solutions, your systems, self-publishing, subscriptions, and signups. Those of you who are here, out of curiosity, could you let me know which of these 5 in this 5-point plan is a priority for you this year? As an information entrepreneur, do you want to explore how you can share your information, your solutions, get better at delivering your solutions? Do you want to get better at systems so you streamline your business and it flows and works better for you? You feel more productive, number 2. Number 3, do you want to tap into self-publishing? using your own mini books to promote yourself and or to actually profit from the money you make selling your mini books. Number four, do you want to create sustainability by integrating simple subscriptions into your business? And or number six, do you want to work on building your best list, strategically working on signups? Drop into the chat. Let me see which of these. Some of y'all probably go all of them. Every ever living last one of them, LaShonda. Right? I do want you to prioritize though, right? Systems. By the way, every month I have something called systems and sales. So that we'll have a special call just on systems every month over the course of the next 12 months. So the 12 books in 12 months project, systems and sales, the 1K accelerator. These are just a few of the different types of virtual trainings and experiences that I have for you. I do also offer in-person events. The next one, Fire Start Your Year, happens MLK weekend here in North Carolina. If you want to join us, let me know. I can send you the deets for that. There are several levels of the Insider Circle program that do include your ticket to in-person events with me. And then, of course, at several levels, you also can get call time and service time from yours truly, okay? But I am hosting one-on-one 10 to 15-minute sessions. If you want to jump on a call, either this week, next week, talk about where you are, where you want to be, learn more about the opportunities I've created. I will say, do not wait to join the Insider Circle program because it currently is 20% off, and that ends at the end of the first week of January, okay? So getting that 20% off any level of the Insider Circle program is happening right now. It ends basically Sunday, 11:59 p.m. EST, the first week of this year, January, okay? So just to let you know, opportunities expire. But if you do want to get in the program, there are budget-friendly options at every level, whether you do start, focus, clarity, momentum, or VIP, because there are different levels to the program, okay? Do me a favor. Is that the last one? I'm going through these tissues like nobody's business. I need the next one. All right, there's a couple more things I want to share with you, but I'm sorry the ugly girl sneeze and cough all up in your face right now, but I got to do what I need to do to get all of this out of me, baby. OMG, 4 more hours to go, y'all. This is what live streaming does for me. I get to hang out with y'all and knock out this 11 plus hour drive from Florida to North Carolina. Where's the garbage? Can you find it for me so I can get rid of all of these tissues in my hand? Okay, so last thing, Future Millionaire. Awesome. Love that name, Future Millionaire. Last thing I said was based on what we've been talking about today, okay? Solutions, systems, self-publishing, subscriptions, and signups. Is there one of these that really is like high priority for you? Number one. Okay. Number two, friendly reminder, 5-day challenge, chef's kiss. get that book, workbook to help you work through these 5-point plans. You either can get that inside of the 2025 success plan, but that success plan is also included inside the Insider Circle 12-month program. Okay. Now that we've talked about the 25 action items, let's go back real quick. I said the first thing I said to you was it's about action. Most people don't get where they want to get and don't accomplish what they want to accomplish because outside of identifying the things you want to accomplish, you really need to identify the things you actually are going to do to work through your goals, getting your goals accomplished. So actions versus accomplishments. I oftentimes talk about in this world the fact that there are two types of AT people. AT, active talkers, and AT, action takers. Are you an active talker or an action taker? Most folks, they call anybody who would listen to talk about the things that they regret or how they could, but they don't, and all the things. I don't got time to be on the phone with active talkers. I'm about my action takers. So being able to create, the first thing I said to you was build a list of 100 things that you're going to do to move the needle in your business this year. The 100 list. Start building that. To help you build that, I gave you 25 action items, things that you can do. Those 25 from the Build Your Best Business 5-day challenge I've created for you so that we can talk about your solutions, systems, self-publishing, signups, and subscriptions. Okay. Next thing that I did when I did this yesterday, y'all probably, honestly, this version is better than the one I did yesterday. This is like the extended 3-hour plus version of the one I did last night, right? One thing I did last night was the content kickoff. And I said, if you want to kick off your year, getting clear about your content, there are 5 types of content that you can really lean into. And I'm going to now share those 5 types with you. All right, so we're going to do a content kickoff. There are 2 ways I like to do content kickoffs, okay? Number 1, clarity, and number 2, creation. So the clarity is you just getting clear about the kind of content you want to kick off this year with, and then content creation is us having co-working virtual sessions where we actually create the content together. So today it's all about clarity, okay? So you want to get better at content this year. Here are the areas that you need to consider. Email content, social media content, video content, print, and digital content. As far as exposure and marketing your business is concerned, email content to help you build the list and keep the list engaged. Social media content to introduce you to other people of interest to the kind of things that interest you, right? Video content, again, for exposure and engagement. And then when it comes to what you sell, digital content, print content. When I do print, I oftentimes teach around POD, print on demand physical products, right? I have my main website, sistasense.com, and then I have my shop, sistasense.shop, with my physical products, okay? At least some of them, anyway. So you want to figure out how you're going to kick off the new year. What are some of these things that are important to you? So let me give you an example. Every year, I give myself a personal project, right? Um, one year I said, you know what, man, I got so much digital content, I don't know what to do myself. I need more physical products. So my birthday bucket list one year was to take some of my digital and make them physical. I launched SisterSense.shop that year. And in the shop, I have planners, excuse me, planners, workbooks, journals, everything. And I launched those because that was my vision. I worked on those print books and shared that. One year I said, you know what? I want to work on engagement. I'm going to go live every single day for 365 days. I did it for over a year. I went live every day for over a year a couple of years ago. Last year, I said, I want to, at 6 a.m., every single, no, was it last year or the year before last? I think it was the year before last. Said, I want to do the Sunday circle, and every Sunday, 6 a.m., do a check-in session with my clients. I remember we were going to Jamaica, and we were in the airport, and I was doing my Sunday circle. I was like, it's 6 o'clock, I'm doing my Sunday circle. We were driving home from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I was like, I'm doing my Sunday circle. I committed myself to doing that every week for 1 year. And then last year, I kind of switched it up. And as opposed to doing the Sunday circle every week, I did it one Sunday a month. So as I talk to you about the content kickoff, I want you to think about committing yourself to something. If you can come up with it, great. If you want me to sit down and talk to you about your vision, your goals, your activities, I got you, right? This year, there's a specific type of social media content, and I'm committing myself to posting that type every single day, once a day. I may sometimes post more than once a day, but apologies, I think I need some more water. Posting that type of social media content once a day is something that I'm going to commit myself to. And the year started yesterday, and I started yesterday. So let's do it. Can you commit to developing some specific type of content? What kind of content? Digital, print, email, social. What do you want to put together, right? I want you to think about that. 1 year I said to myself, man, I don't blog like I used to. So I kicked off the year writing 100 blog posts over the course of 100 days. Every year I give myself a personal content kickoff project. And those are just a few. Hopefully that inspires you to work on your content on some level. Okay. Last thing, OMG, that I'm going to share with you today. This is a long live. This is like probably one of the longest lives I've done in a long time. But hopefully this has been helpful. Let me know any specific nuggets you've gained from this live stream. Number one, please, likes, hearts, shares, much appreciated. And of course, feel free to tag your business besties, right? If you have signed up to or plan to sign up to the 2025 success plan, or you're planning to sign up to the Insider Circle program, let me know, right? Either got it, gonna get it, drop it into the chat, okay? Whether you're live or on the replay side. If you already got it, you're in one of my programs, and or you plan on signing up, let me know. Especially if you would like to have a 10 to 15 minute jump on a call with me directly so that we can talk about your vision and these opportunities, how they can be helpful to you. Okay. So we talked about getting set up for success by creating your 100 lists of priority tasks you're going to accomplish this year. We talked about the 5-point setup for success plan. And within the 5-point plan of working on getting better at better solutions, systems, self-publishing, subscriptions, and signups, I gave you 25 action items, things that you can proactively do, put on your priority 100 list, right? I also said, let's kick off the year with content, helping you get clear, mini session. Now we're going to close out today with the last thing, okay? The 10K challenge. Yay! The 10K challenge. So let's talk about it. Can you put that back up on that side for me? The 10K challenge can be done in one of two ways, okay? Identify a revenue goal first and foremost. I want to give you the 10K revenue goal, but it doesn't have to be your goal. I said to you at the start of the year, I always tell my clients, what's your highest ticket offer? Increase that by 3, triple it. What can you make at that price point, right? Triple X your success. I said to you, right now, my highest ticket offers stop at 10,000. This year, I'm tripling it, working on 30K offers, okay? So your number could be 30K, like mine, for this year. Doesn't have to be 10, okay? Could be smaller, could be 5K, could be 1K. What number is going to be in front of your challenge, okay? So if you're going to do 10K challenge, drop 10K. If you want to do 15K, 20K, 5K, 2K, 3K, it's not about me, it's about you, right? What's the price point that you're going to work towards, okay? That's the first part of this challenge. Excuse me. I need more tissue. My nose is running and I don't know where it is trying to go. Thank you. You ain't even trying to separate them, dude. Is this 1 or 2? Okay. So that's the first part of the challenge, right? Getting clear about your number. The next thing is you can do this challenge in one of two ways. Thinking about either a launch goal or a monthly goal. Okay, what does that mean? It could be that you're launching something and you're working towards making 10K as part of that launch. Number one. Or it could be that you're trying to get to a certain amount every month. Maybe you want to get to 10K as a monthly goal in your business. Or maybe you want to get to 5K consistently in your business, right? So while I gave you the 10K number, you can make that number whatever you want it to be, number one. Number two, when it comes to this challenge, you can either focus on a launch project or a monthly revenue goal project. So with my private clients, I do something called the revenue roadmap, and we privately talk about where they are versus where they want to be. So one client in particular, we've been working on the revenue roadmap. Currently, she is bringing in a little over 5,000, right? And she was like, I want 10. So first, we had to figure out where the money was coming from. And then after subtracting that from the 10, look at that remainder and what she needed to do to add that on. Okay? So for some of you, when you say 10K, and she didn't even see that, let me explain what I mean by that. When she said 10K, she was thinking 10K just from from scratch. And I'm like, you don't have to build from scratch. You're already bringing in money every month, right? She's like, yes. So some of you have to build from scratch. In her case, not so much because she already was established. She had customers, she had clients. So it wasn't so much that she needed to bring in 10K out of nowhere. She needed to bring in a little over 4K to add on to her existing income to make it where she wanted it to be. Okay. So again, if you are curious about doing this challenge for yourself, you first identify what amount you're trying to work towards. And are you trying to work towards as this number, either because you are launching something and that's your sales goal, or you are working on your monthly revenue, trying to figure out some things that you can do as far as sustainability is concerned. Okay? 2 for you to consider. Next thing I want you to do when it comes to the challenge is to think about your offers. What do you currently have available? Because I always tell people, you need, honestly, of all the things, you really need 3 things: products, pages, and people. You need products to sell, pages that you put the products on so people can see and buy the products, and the people. Because if there are no people going to the pages to buy the products, there's no profit. Products, pages, people. Okay? So when it comes to the 10K challenge, you got to think about your products in several ways. Number one, what do you actually have that's available for sale, right? Number 2, do you have high ticket offers? I said, listen, if you just have a 7 or a 27, you're going to need a whole lot of those to get to $997 or $9997, right? But if you have a 1K offer, you only need 10 people to buy that 1K offer to make 10K. If you have a 10K offer, you just need 1 person to buy to hit 10K, right? So looking at the products that you have versus the ones you want to create, because like I said, working with me in the Insider Circle over 365 days, we will work on creating products during doing various projects on a month-by-month basis. You don't got to do all of them. I'm doing projects with the community month by month. You always have that accountability and support to go through the different types of projects I have created for you. Does that make sense? Right? So you're going to challenge yourself, but a big part of this is getting clear about what you're actually going to put out there that's going to bring in the profit, right? Another thing to think about when it comes to this 10K challenge is your money. Your money on several levels. Your money as far as what is actual and what is desired. When you think about your annual income as an entrepreneur, how much money are you bringing into your business? You should know this. You ain't in business if you ain't bringing in money, honey. I'm not talking about you as a startup and you just get started, but if you establish, how much are you bringing in right now annually versus how much do you want to bring in annually, number 1. And then number 2, monthly. How much are you bringing into your business every month versus your desired revenue goal? These are some of the things that you need to think about if you're not just going to say, I want 10K, but you're going to proactively work towards 10K. Are you going to work towards this challenge as a launch for an offer, or as you getting intentional about your monthly revenue goal? Both of which I can work on with you in the community. We do have group training sessions every week, and I can also work on these things with you one-on-one. I offer clarity sessions, strategy sessions, and the revenue roadmap session so that we can take at least 3 hours to talk about your current versus desired revenue. Okay. part of the 10K that I'm going to share with you today is getting started. Getting started with this 10K challenge. There are two things that I teach my clients as far as starting up here. Once you've identified your annual versus your monthly, the kind of money you want to make, is it for a launch goal? Is it for a monthly goal? What products you have, what products you want to produce. These are all things you think about, things I think about, right? That you need to think about, right? When you challenge yourself to hit a certain amount of money in a certain period of time, right? You also need to think about who you're going to market this thing to. If you have an existing business, start with your premium clients. Those people who spend the most amount of money with you. Go to them first. Right now, I'm doing an accelerator and I'm helping 12 women work on creating a 1K evergreen digital product. And over the course of last month and this month, we're currently working on pre-orders. Several of my clients have already sold their offer through pre-orders because people are already waiting. How many of you go, girl, I got people waiting for me to create fill in the blank. I just ain't done it yet. And I said to the women who joined my program, listen, you make a 1K offer, you get 4 people to buy that 1K offer. What? You made 4,000. You get 10 people, you made 10,000. You made back your investment, you're off to the races. Never mind if you make a 10K offer, right? These are all things that you can do to work on your revenue goals. Let me ask you right now, how many of you would love $50,000 as a launch goal? How many of you? Say me. If you were to work on a 5K offer and get 10 people to sign up to your 5K offer, there's your $50,000. You don't necessarily have to do all the things. You don't necessarily have to be on social media. You have to be, though, strategic. You have to be intentional. Doesn't matter what your revenue goal is, whether it is a launch goal, whether it is a monthly goal, I'll tell you exactly what to do, which is the heart of what we're doing today, right? Me sharing the things that you can do. I feel better showing you how to do the things, though, right? That's where the program comes in. I can tell you the what, but even better, I can show you the how. Helping you DIY it, or DWY, do it with you, DFY, do it for you. Different levels of support that I can offer you inside the Insider Circle, okay? Just letting you know. And by the way, if you're just coming on here just to reset the room, we are going to set you up for success. This whole training today has really been about you working on your annual planning, creating your own 2025 game plan, using the 5-point plan I've developed as part of my Build Your Best Business 5-day challenge. So if you're curious about this and you want to work on setting yourself up for success, websites. Number one, you can go over to success.com/2025 to join the success plan. So, bless me. To unlock the success plan, go to success.com/2025 and the 5-day challenge. Okay, that's option number one. Option number two, as I mentioned to you before, 5 days is great. 365 is better. Join me and the community in the Insider Circle 12-month program so we can work on these core areas of your business over a 365-day, 1-year, 12-month experience. Okay? That's another option for you. Success.com/ICP to learn more about the Insider Circle program. Number one, sistersense.com/2025 to learn more about the Success Series and get your 2025 success plan. So basically, doing similar things to what we're doing right now, you can set yourself up for success by working on your own personal playbook. Okay, all things that you can do with the help of yours truly. Okay, any support that you need, I got you. So when it comes to selling whatever it is that you want to sell to hit your 10K challenge goal, whatever number you've given yourself, you can start by making a list of your top clients and inviting them to invest in your offer. Those are the first people that you reach out to. Option number one, start there. Number two, you go, girl, I don't got no clients. Okay, we'll start with a value ladder. Yay! We talked about value ladders today when it came to a customer acquisition system. Create a value ladder where you start off with an introductory low ticket offer, a good, better, best, a middle offer, and then your highest offer. And either because of that, they can go from one to the next, or they can just get to the top level, whichever they want. Build your customer base with low ticket offers, but don't just put together a sales page where it's here, get this thing for 7 or get this thing for 27, get this thing for 47. Create sales page funnels where on that very page, if you were to go to, for example, sistersense.com/success plan, on that very page, you could see you have the opportunity for LPP, low price point, to just get the success plan. But man, if you're like, man, I want the success plan, but girl, I need to be working with you like yesterday. Okay, on that same page, you could sign up to my 12-month program. One page, the one-page sales funnel. So if you have customers, identify your highest paying premium clients, reach out to them first, number one. If you don't have customers, work on growing your customer base by developing at least one value ladder. Get better at driving traffic to the people, driving people to the offers within your value ladder, and then grow from there. Start there. Doing both is great, and you can do both, but I need another tissue. But doing one or the other is definitely something that you can do. I've got, 3 hours and 30 minutes before I'm home, y'all. Let's see if I can get home by 5 o'clock. And half a tank of gas. Yes. Fewer times I have to stop, the better. I need 2 things. Tissue number 1, garbage number 2. Okay? So that's it. That's the 10K challenge in a nutshell. Working towards a specific revenue goal. I've given you the goal of 10. You can choose higher or lower depending upon where you are in your business right now. No shade. Do what you need to do. I work with clients for one of the goals, 4-figure, 5-figure focus. At building the 4-figure, 5-figure, or 6-figure level, it's up to you. Whatever level, though, I got you. Offering as much support as I can offer to you. Okay? So I thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Definitely gave me the opportunity to strategically go through 3 hours as opposed to me just looking at the road Still looking at the road, but also talking to you guys helped me knock out quite a few hours. So I'm going to call the hubby because he didn't want me to go live. He called me like, stop it. Don't go live. You're supposed to be driving. I am driving, dude. I am. And my eyes are on the road. I ain't even looking at y'all. As y'all look at me cough and sneeze my way through this live stream today. Right? Hopefully you didn't see nothing you ain't want to see. But listen, you can find a way or find an excuse, but you cannot do both, right? Working with you on your 2025 game plan, definitely something that I wanted to do. And also inviting you to unlock the 2025 Success Plan series. Several instant on-demand and upcoming trainings and resources to help you really get intentional about mapping out your year with strategy and intention. The next thing that we're going to do is the Fire Start Your Year Weekend Workshop. I do it in 2 ways, the virtual 2 days and the in-person here in North Carolina 3 days, MLK weekend. So MLK weekend, we're doing it in person. I don't do the same thing for each one because I want them to be different. But if you can't come out in person, we do the virtual as well. And if you want to know, by the way, what's happening in the circle right now, because I do everything, you can go over to sistersense.com/SSCTM, which stands for Sister Sense Calendar this month. SSCTM. If somebody can drop that into the chats for me, I love you for free. sistersense.com/SSCTM stands for Sister Sense Calendar this month. You can see everything that's happening in the community, plus unlock links to different resources that may be of interest to you. I think that it's about 10 pages of what's going on and what resources I have that can support you right now. Okay, so check out the calendar, definitely check out the success plan. And if you would like to jump on a call this week or next week, 10 to 15 minutes with me, so we can talk about the best Sister Sense solutions for you, I got you. Email me, LaShonda@sistersense.com, so that we can get you on my calendar. Okay, complimentary 15-20 minute session. Let's talk, you and me directly. All right, y'all, I'm just about to wrap up this live. I would love to know what part of today really stood out for you. Did you gain some clarity? What did you gain? Are you going to work on the 100 list? Are you going to work on the 5-point plan? Are you going to work on the 25 action items? Are you going to work on content kickoff? Are you going to work on the 10K challenge, right? We worked through over the last couple hours a lot of good, right? Whether you're watching me live or on the replay side, I just kind of want to know when it comes to helping you grow as far as your business growth goals are concerned. Did you find anything here that really stood out? Share this, likes, tap, 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 tap it a couple of times. Don't stop. Tap it a couple of times. Likes, hearts, all the things. That helps me help you and other amazing entrepreneurs like you. So like, follow, subscribe, tag, all the things. It's been a while since I've done lives, but if y'all really put some love behind this 3-hour plus live, share it with people, comment and all the things, I may do more lives for you. Who knows, right? But, you know, as they say, one hand washes the other. I'll come with the value if you come with the engagement. Okay. All right, y'all. Like I said, that's it for today. Take a look at the 2025 success plan. Go to sistersense.com/2025. Download the calendar for this month. Love, love, love to talk to you. Email, voice message, or a quick complimentary call with yours truly. Outside of that, the Insider Circle 12-month program is currently available. Doors close soon. Getting 20% off the Insider Circle 12-month program ends on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. EST. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with a powerful quote. The best way to predict the future is to create it. The best way to predict the future is to create it. So you create your 10K. You create your successful business. Whatever the mind can conceive and truly believe it can achieve. I don't care if it's a recession. I don't care if there's inflation. I don't care if you just started. I don't care if you're starting over after 15 times. Your fresh start starts now. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Don't just talk about it, be about it. Identify the action steps you're going to take to be great, to unlock your next wedding season, and start doing the work you need to do. But outside of that, I always say, I got you. So we've got DIY, do-it-yourself training, templates, tools inside of Sister Sense, done with you, either group training or one-on-one, done with you support training, and done for you. If you like, girl, I like what you're talking about, but I don't want to do this stuff. As part of the Sister Sense VIP circle, I can do a lot of this stuff for you, but it's up to you to say, hey, this is the kind of support I need, whatever you need when it comes to succeeding, I got you. All right. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had so much fun in Florida with the family. I did my first cruise at 44. Never done a cruise before. Went to the Bahamas. Whatever the brain can conceive and believe it can achieve, work towards being able to take my mama on a cruise. Truly a blessing. I want you to work towards the future that you want to see. And I'm going to continue to do my best to create spaces and opportunities for you to do just that. All right, y'all. One love. Bye.